retro meets the now and here. Gaming tales you need to hear. Laugh and shout and sometimes sneer. Memories from all those years. Console wars and secret tips. Tips and tricks from pixel trips. News that pours from gaming sips. Critical minds and candid lips. And Generation X gaming show. Tune in where the thoughts flow. Rant and rave with words that glow. Weekly stories make them go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another week, another episode of Generation X Gaming, the weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories from the past week, and we rant along the way. I'm your host, 30 and Still Gaming, and joining me each and every single week is Sgt Mclusky. How's it going, bro?
Well, I don't know what you had that thing set for. But it's set for
it's set to the same volume every week, and every week we do the exact same thing. I hit
loud.
live, and the music starts playing, chat, and this is all I see behind the scenes of Sarge. He's like,
ridiculous, dude.
He's like he freaks out every single week, and it never gets old.
It's so loud, dude. It's so loud.
You just have your volume up way too high. I don't know what to tell you.
If I keep it the volume lower, you sound like you're a soft talker.
But I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. What's going on, chat? Generation X Gaming is a weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories of the past week, and we rant along the way. On today's show, we have lots and lots to talk about.
It's too much. It's too much.
We're going to talk about South Park. We're going to talk about Grounded 2. We're going to talk about Scooby-Doo. We're going to talk about Netflix. We're going to talk about Switch 2 sales. We're going to talk about, let's see, what else we're going to talk about here. We're going to be talking about the DICE Awards. We're going to be talking about Red Dead Redemption. Or Red Dead Redemption 2. We're going to talk about Grand Theft Auto 6. We're going to talk about Battlefield 6 RedSec and Battlefield 6. They're sending out surveys. We're going to talk about Call of Duty numbers compared to Battlefield numbers, and based on just data points that I've noticed. Right, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Xbox, what they've been doing this last week with CES and what their Direct that's coming out next week. Obviously, we'll talk about more of their games that they're going to show at Direct next week as well. NVIDIA. We're going to talk about NVIDIA and GeForce Now. We're going to talk about Steam's Steam revenue. We're going to talk about who's this? We're going to talk about PlayStation versus Xbox as far as the numbers. PlayStation might be massively outselling Xbox hardware, but user engagement may tell a different story. This comes from Windows Central. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about Arc, baby. We're going to talk about Arc Raiders, not Arc and Arc Raiders. And then we're also going to talk about a couple of little other stories and Q&A at the end of the show. That is all on today's episode of GXG, episode 471, episode 2 of 2026 of season 12. How's it going, chat? Hope everyone's doing well this evening. How you doing, Sarge? Doing good?
Just angry.
You're always angry.
I'm done listening to all this crap, dude. I'm done.
What are you angry about? You angry about something specific, or
what's the list? You have the entire tech division hoarding chips. Set it outright. Hoarding chips, waiting to use them, right? And they're not going to use them, so they're just hoarding them. RAM prices up. Everything's going to go up. And I thought about it. You know what? I had a long drink of scotch the other night. I was like, you know what? I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter that RAM prices are tripling and CPUs or whatever are going out to like an $1,800 machine is now $5,000. You know what? And it doesn't matter. I'll tell you why it doesn't matter, right?
Okay. Tell us why.
It's very simple, right? Everyone's panicking now because you don't think you're going to get the upgrade, or you can't even buy a new machine, or why would you want to buy a new machine?
Well, most people are probably not in the market to buy anything right now anyway.
Then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Back when we had an Xbox 360 and a PS2, and right before we were supposed to get a new system, something happened, some kind of chip shortage. I remember distinctly saying that they couldn't make some moves, they couldn't get the chips done. And what happened, guys? We had PlayStation 2s and Xbox 360s for 11 fucking years. So If you think I'm panicked about this fucking AI bullshit chip hoarding massacre that's happening, I've got a fucking good, a beast machine from 2 years ago. That's good enough for me, right? Good enough to play the games I want at high res, and I'm fine with it. And I got a bunch of games on my system, and I got Game Pass for the $10. I still pay $10 because I found the old cards. I bought them online over Christmas, and I put all of them in. So I got a whole other year of normal price Game Pass, Ultimate Edition. So I don't care. Like, I don't care what the fuck they do, right? Because the only thing that can happen if you can't sell me a new system is they're going to have to make games for the systems that we have, which only means one thing: optimization, baby. You're going to have to make a game that actually works on the system that I still have, which you haven't done yet. So I'm looking forward to the games that are going to work finally on the systems that I own. Win. That's a win. I don't give a shit about what's going on anymore.
That is true, because even after the 360, the Xbox One came out, people are still playing Xbox One. People are still playing PlayStation 5s or 4s right now, right? Like half the population on both of Xbox, because I believe it was 58 million or 84 million for Xbox 360.
Half the people didn't even move over.
It was 58 million for it, right? And they haven't moved over to the next Xbox.
Over.
PlayStation, 60 million people haven't moved over from PlayStation 4 yet.
So
do you think?
So do you think the people that are on an Xbox One or PlayStation 4, do you think they're ready to jump into the pool for whatever reason? No,
they're fine where they are. And
we're all
now because of cloud gaming, it doesn't really fucking matter, because if they have a Samsung TV, if they have an LG TV, if they have a Hisense TV, right? If they have a Fire Stick, right? They can all just play the games.
Microsoft just got the deal with Hisense. That basically means 70% of the market, your television is an Xbox. Doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter anymore. And I'm done listening to the green shirt weirdos who keep thinking Xbox is losing because they're not selling hardware. You guys have a tumor. You need to get it removed. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. They're selling software. It's Microsoft. They don't care about hardware. PlayStation is outselling them 3-1, sometimes even 4-1 in hardware.
Like 2.5.
Nobody cares, because every time PlayStation sold one, they lost money. It doesn't matter that you sell the system. It doesn't matter. Get it through your head. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this
it's
is gonna
about
be a good
selling subscriptions.
Chad, it's gonna be a good show. Sarge's fired up. Wait a we're like, what are we?
So
2 minutes
done
in?
listening to this
2
fucking
minutes?
shit
7
every
minutes.
fucking week. These gooners come out and tell me about how PlayStation's outselling Xbox. Bro, wake up. Wake up.
That would be an oxymoron, wouldn't it? Micro hard. It's like un poco.
11 years,
Real
bro.
small.
Nobody complained. For 11 years, we played
Yeah.
Xbox 360. Some of you don't know because you're too young. We played Xbox 360 and PlayStation 2 for 11 fucking years. If I told you that you had to play your Xbox Series X for the next 3 years, someone would have a conniption.
But
Someone might lose a finger.
People
right?
are freaking out that they still have to stay on these systems because the PlayStation 6 and the Xbox Next, whatever the hell it's called,
they're
might
freaking
be
out.
delayed. Yeah, they're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? You're gonna do nothing. You're gonna do the exact same.
Bro, don't care. Don't care.
All right. What let's bring up the first tag thing here so we can get to what we've been playing. I love you, chat. I love you guys with when you say certain things. All right, Charlotte. Another week. What have you been playing?
So fucking angry already. I'm playing Dome Keeper because it went to Game Pass.
I'm sorry. Did you say Dome? Oh yeah. That's
Keeper.
I remember you talking about that like a long time ago, and now you're playing it again.
Yeah. Well, I only tried the demo when it first came out. Now it's on Game Pass. Like, that game's hard as hell, bro. Like, hard as hell. I unlocked everything, like learning the game, and now I'm playing the missions where you have to actually do the missions that they tell you to do. That game is hard, bro. I have not passed the first.
Not my
mission.
type of game. Yeah, it's not my type of game.
I have not passed the first mission. Collect 200 resources and send them away. I can't do it. You only have a certain amount of time. I can't do it. I'm missing something.
Do you have to put it on journalist mode, Sarge? You have to put it on journalist.
No, I'm playing on normal. I'm playing on normal. I'm not playing on.
You said you can't get
pansy mode. Yeah, I'm not playing pansy mode. No, right? I'm playing the new version of Kingdom 2 Crowns, the Greek god one. I played a little bit of Baldur's Gate when I had some free time, a little bit, but like maybe like an hour just to build my healer character. Because I'm working on Sundays a little bit now, so I can't really play with Travis at the moment. Dome Keeper, Mr. Z, Dome.
What the hell is Dung
Still-
Keeper, Mr. Z?
still-
Is that a game? I don't even want. I
It's
don't
a
even want to
circus,
look it
it's
up.
about a circus
Yeah.
clown. It's about
Yeah, I
a
don't even
circus
wanna look it
clown
up.
that takes care of his donkeys. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. When you first said it, I thought you said Donkey Keeper is what I thought you said, and I was like, "Did you say Dome?" And you're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, Dome Keeper, not Donkey Keeper.
Donkey Keeper is a completely different game. Yeah.
Totally different game.
Yep.
At RTSs, I get to play like one game for like an hour each day. That's kind of like how it's been working, and then like on my days off, I get to play a little bit longer.
Well, you could talk about what you
I mean-
played yesterday.
I mean, I don't really want to talk about it. I mean, it was nice to look around.
Yeah.
It was nice to fire. What I found humorous was my Titan was exactly spec'd out for heavy Titan
Yeah. From 8 years ago.
from 8 years ago, right? So I could
It's like
technically
it was like a time capsule.
yeah, I could technically run around with a rocket launcher and I could fire 2 shots on the rocket launcher. And when I fired the rocket launcher, there was a % chance that I would reload automatically and get an extra ammo when I picked up heavy ammo. And then the gauntlets had the thing where heavy ammo drops more. And then the other thing I had on, heavy ammo drops more. So basically, I'm just running around with a shotgun and a rocket launcher. And I'm just
it was funny because I remember the last time I played Destiny 1. We actually I think Dupless and maybe El Dente were here. Maybe one other person was from this chat that's here now. We actually had a party on stream, was on Twitch. We're like, this is the last time we're playing Destiny 1, right? And we all got in the tower and everyone was there and everyone was dancing because they knew the next day Destiny 2 was coming out. So it was like the last time. So whatever we did then, that's what my character was just stuck in that. The outfit, the guns, everything was just it was like a time capsule from eight years ago. I was excited playing it yesterday when we first started. And then I was like reminiscing. I was like, I really like this.
You remembering
the good times
the first time. Yeah.
Right. Remembering the good times. But as we played and we went through the strikes and stuff like that, I was like, this is exactly how it is. Like if you've ever been in a long relationship, right? And then you leave that relationship and you're still thinking about that relationship over time. And then it just kind of dies off. Right.
It's not the same.
Well, no, what I'm saying is if you see a picture of the person that you were in that relationship with, you're like desensitized to it. That's how I am to Destiny now. Like after playing yesterday, I know truly that I don't give a shit about Destiny. Yeah.
I don't care.
I have zero interest.
I looked at the inventory and I was looking at all the pieces of the inventory. I was like, okay, first of all, 18 currencies is a bit much. Then I'm looking at it, I'm going, I don't even care about any of this stuff. I don't care what I'm supposed to get.
I didn't care about anything.
I don't unlock it. I don't care anymore. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Right. Because when I played that, I also thought back that it's in the middle of that when I played Borderlands 2.
Yeah, I loved. I put 1,400 hours into Destiny 1. Like it was great, but just nothing. I felt nothing. I was like, yeah, this is fun. This is fun because I was playing with you and whatnot.
I was getting Destiny 2 and Destiny 1 mixed up. I couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't remember
what was allowed. Like for the first 40 minutes we were playing, I kept trying to put down the shield. Like I'm a Titan. I'm like, why can't I put down my shield?
Right, because you don't have those abilities.
There's no ability like in Destiny 1. Right. I was like, there's no shield.
What I was really surprised about is there's a lot of fucking new people playing the game.
It's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
The whole tower was packed,
full. Yeah.
Full. Every time you went there, it was full. And there's people at like level 3 and 18 and 20. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
So that to me means there's just a casual gamer that goes to the store, says, here's Destiny for $10.
What's Destiny? I'm going to play that.
And what's Destiny for $10? And I bought it.
Yeah.
Right. Otherwise, how in the world do you have people in that game at level 18, like light power 18?
Yeah. The highest I saw, closest to myself, obviously level 40s were there.
Sure.
But the Grimoire, I have less than 300, but I'm 270 points away from maxing out the Grimoire score in that game, right? The closest person I saw to me was like 400 lower than me, right? And I saw about 110 people through coming in and out of the tower, and I looked at their things, and nobody was even close to me, right? The closest one
They're all new.
well, they were like 3,000.
How come there's no articles about the people who play Destiny 1?
Yeah,
where are the articles?
It'd be interesting to know how many people are going back to play or first timers.
Sure.
I mean, I know Eclipse has never played the game before. He's going back and playing the game. I'm mind boggled by that because Eclipse, he's actually
wait. Yeah. He's going actually back to play Destiny 1.
He's never played it. He's never played it. Yeah, he's never played it.
Did he play Destiny 2?
I don't know. Eclipse, did you play Destiny 2?
Eclipse, you've never played Destiny 1?
I don't
like ever?
Maybe he's never played Destiny. I don't even know. Right? Water Bear asked me, he said, Mike, would you play if they came out with Destiny 3? Would you play it? And I said, not even hesitation. I said, no, I wouldn't play it. I said, the only way I would go back is if Bungie was completely out of the picture. Right? And Sony was like, we're going to make Destiny 3. Obviously, it's their IP, whatever. All right. And Sony would have to show me what the game is. They would have to show me that they're not doing the exact same thing they did in Destiny 2, right? And only then, so we're talking about maybe a year after the game comes out, I'll be like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I have no interest in Destiny 3, but I do believe that Bungie and Sony need to make Destiny 3.
But who were they going to get to make Destiny 3? Who is Sony going to get to make Destiny 3?
I mean, that's up to them. I don't know who they would get.
They're completely dismantling Bungie. Are they going to put the chains on and be like, someone's going to make Destiny 3? Who's it going to be? Like, how's it going to work?
Remember the article we read? They said, we have no IPs. And I'm like, well, you didn't pay $3.6 billion to get the IP of Destiny so you can go play Marathon, right?
Correct.
Like,
that's correct.
They have to make Destiny 3.
And when you hear the plane engine conk out, and you hear that thing crash, when Marathon crashes, someone's got to make a game.
I saw some footage today.
Sony needs their money.
I saw some footage today. It does not look good.
Sony needs money. Look, you're going to get the people that buy it, man. You have your you're going to have your hardcore people that are going to buy Marathon. As soon as it comes out, they're getting it. That's fine.
Sure.
But everybody bought Battlefield 6.
Yep.
And now no one gives a shit.
No
one gives a shit.
We'll get to that. Games I've been playing. This week I jumped back in to Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay.
What is up with the everyone talking about that? Is this a way for Rockstar to deflect off everyone complaining about GTA 6?
Look, this is I saw some people. I saw some people that I saw an article that said found a new Easter egg 7 years after the game came out. And I was like, all right, so we watched it on stream.
That's them, dude. That's them.
Yeah, hold on. Right. So we watched it. I watched it on stream. I was like, hey, you know what? I didn't care about the actual Easter egg. I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to go in the game and help them. I don't give a shit about that stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back and play it. I love that game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Right. Sure. Red Dead Redemption 2. I was like, let me go back. So I started playing online. Man, they've changed a lot of things with it as far as the online aspect because they got rid of I don't think you could do private matches anymore because you used to be able to go into a posse, your own private posse match or whatever, and people leave you alone and whatnot. There's still a lot of people playing Red Dead Redemption 2 online, right? Like you'll see full servers as you go in, and some people are cool and other people are dicks, and they just keep shooting you and shooting you and shooting you because they're bored, right? But so I just started doing the bounty hunting mission because I got my 2 things up to level 20. Bounty Hunter, I was at level like 7, and now I'm up to 14, I think it is. What a great game, man. Just visually, it's stunning. The entire game, it's just fun. It's just a fun game. So I went back and started playing that a little bit. This Easter egg that people found, right? So somebody found a spider on a pole. Okay, a spider on a pole. And then they decided that, if you put it on the map, there's these points on the map. And then they found phone poles with spider webs on it. And then the spider webs had these feathers on it. And then when they lured it back into the center of the thing, they found this pole in the center of the spider. And someone noticed another emblem on it. So they shot the pole and the wood breaks off. And you see the thing underneath the pole. And it says North Pole. Right? Like North Pole. So they go up to the pole. They go to the next pole. It says, go west, 5 poles. So they go over to the west pole. And then it says, guitar, and it points north, and they go to the Fort Wallace, and they go to Fort Wallace. There's a guitar that points to the tower, and they go up in the tower, and the guitar is pointing up to the ceiling. And then they go up on top of the building, and they notice 2 birds, and the 2 birds sends them north to this other location. Wait a minute, Sarge. And they found a new clue today. The guy turns towards the mountains, looks at the mountains, and there's a fucking question mark embedded into the mountain. Now, I ask you, how did nobody notice a goddamn question mark in the mountain for 7 years?
They didn't. It's Rockstar fucking with people. It's
got to be put in recently, right?
Yeah, Rockstar's fucking with people as they always do.
I think it's brilliant.
You think that nothing was happening, and then some guru happened to be playing, and all of a sudden discovered this entire thing?
Jesse Mack says that this is old, right? He says that this was in the game already, but people didn't put. I'm thinking that people didn't put it all together. People found the webs. People found the feather webs. They found the guitars, but now they're putting pieces together all together with all the stuff. That's what I think is happening. But the question mark on the fucking mountain, I was like, really? I mean,
so what's the question mark mean?
We don't know. That's the next clue.
Oh, that's the next clue.
That's the next clue, Sarge.
Yeah.
You
know about all the things that they found in GTA 5, right? There's all the long
Mount Chiliad with the UFO and Bigfoot,
the guys
and all
screaming
the
inside the submarine, and you go find the guys under the water, like all kinds of shit, right? Like,
look, I think that stuff is cool. I do. I think it's interesting but I also think it's cool if you find it yourself and not everyone tell you about it on YouTube.
Yeah, but also, every time these games last too long, we don't get another game because you're too busy giving them shark cards and online purchases, and they don't make another game. That's what happens, right? That's what happens. What somebody in chat before the show even started saying that GTA 6 is already delayed until 27.
Well, we have leaks. We'll talk about that in a second.
How many leaks are there? How could you tell me the game was? Listen, you can't say the game was going to come out in November, and then say
it was supposed to come out in 2021.
Don't know, like that. No, bro, no. I'm sorry.
You can go back to Generation X gaming episodes in 2019 and 2020, talking about how Grand Theft Auto was coming out. People were leaking it, and people said we talked about it. And I was like, we're like, it's coming out in 2022. It's coming out in 2023. It's coming out in 2024. It's coming out in 2025. It's coming out in 2026. Right? It's coming out in 2027.
Ridiculous.
It's going to come out when it comes out. Right? Mr. Z says the question mark is on the mountain and out of bounds. Can't get to it. Right.
Yeah, which means some developer just threw it on there on the backdrop. That's exactly
Jesse Mack
what
says Rockstar hardcore fans think it's a number game. Alfred, a question mark. Right? Alter a question mark. So look, I think it's interesting. I like stuff like this. And look, if people are having fun trying to figure the stuff out, cool. Right? If it brings people back, cool.
Murphy's Law. The easiest answer is usually the correct one. If Grand Theft Auto 6 is delayed after you told me the game was coming out in November, okay? Coming out in November, and then you're going to delay it again until 27. The only explanation to that is a bunch of guys sat down in a room and they discussed, I'm telling you, this is what it is, bro. You cannot have a game of that magnitude coming out to the mountain. Listen, you cannot have a game of that magnitude come out at the wrong price point. You have to understand that price point for Grand Theft Auto 6 will set the tone for the rest of the industry, not the system, not the games, the whole industry. Because, and I'll say it every fucking week, if it comes out at $100, okay, if that game comes out at $100, nobody else can charge $100.
Oh,
not even close.
Charge $100. No,
not even close.
They'll do it.
If your game is not GTA level 6 level, you cannot charge anywhere near $100, which means you're stuck down where you're supposed to be at 50 and 60. Right now, if Rockstar wants to punch you right in the gooch. Right? That's what I'm calling it. Right in the gooch. Right? If Rockstar wants to punch them in the gooch and says that this game comes out for $60, they are cooked.
Yeah, the whole
because that
industry's
means
cooked.
Everything else has to be below that one. You can't tell me You're a bunch of monkeys worked on a game for 3 years, and you want the same amount of money that Rockstar just put for their game. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. Right?
I mean, they can ask for it.
Problem.
They can ask for it.
You can ask for it.
Yeah.
No shot, bro. No shot.
Krebsy says, it means that the Red Dead Redemption 2 Next Gen update will release when the full moon is at the highest point in Mexico if you offset the quantum formula 8 degrees. Yes, that's what it is.
Absolute. There is so much nonsense going on right now. My brain, like before I even look at any more game news, I do a shot of tequila, bro. I'm like, let's see what they're gonna make up today, and I just do a shot of tequila and I just start scrolling. Let's see what the bullshit they're gonna talk about today, because that's all it is, right? Downplay the games that dicked them over. Larian Studios, Baldur's Gate 3, and Claire Obscure's Expansion 30. Make sure you're beating the shit out of them on the news all the time. Make sure, right? That's number one. Then bump up the stories for games you can't prove anything, right? The battle between Call of Duty and Battlefield, how many games that they sold or how many people are playing or whatever nonsense, and then just make shit up. Just make up whatever you want. That's how this works. That's how this works now. Make it up.
All right. So that's what we've been playing and what we were speculating over here. Let's get to top stories.
Because you're wasting your time on a question mark on a mountain. Get the
Look, did you see the people that are speculating about
that's like the adult equivalent of you jingling keys and having someone get excited about it.
I haven't watched Stranger Things since season 2, so I'm not really following it, but I watched Fake Wizard talk about how people are watching Stranger Things
and just making shit up.
Well, because people are so upset about the final episode, they, in their own headcanon, they thought it was a fake last episode, and that the last real episode was going to air yesterday or today, or whatever it was supposed to be, because they weren't satisfied with it. Like, oh no, Netflix has got the next episode. They're going to really. I'm like, bro, what is, like, Rockstar fans are about the same level right now, right? Like,
that's correct.
What if one guy figures out the puzzle and it opens up an entire new map of Red Dead Redemption 8 years later?
Not gonna happen.
I know. All
Not gonna happen.
All right, so let's start off,
because all the ideas that we have, and I've seen ideas in chat, all the ideas that we have in this show are all too good for them to do in real life. We've come up with the best ideas ever. We know how to save Star Wars. We know how to save Battlefield. We know how to save most of the games that came out shitty. We know how to fix them. But no one wants to listen to us because the narrative is,
well, nobody knows who we are.
No, but an idea can be stolen and used. Listen, if someone would just take our idea and just do it, we'll know. Like, hey, someone did it. Look.
True.
Right? But they don't want to, because the ideas
are keeping tallies. Don't worry.
The ideas are too good to be fixed. How do you fix Star Wars, Timothy Zahn trilogy? And you don't even have to try. Like, they don't even have to try. All they have to do is take the books, take the screenplay, copy pasta, release the movies.
According to Kathleen Kennedy, those books don't exist.
At least there'd be a tourniquet over the missing arm, and you could do something. Give it a bionic arm or something. Like, you could save it. But now, right? I want to have a party this weekend, bro. Kathleen Kennedy's gone. One down, bro. One down.
Yeah.
One down. Now you have to get Headcase out of there. Leslie Headcase got to go. That's the next one.
Is she still there? I don't think she's still there.
She's floating around. She's in there.
Dave Filoni is in charge now, but he's co-running. He's the creative guy, and someone else is the business person, supposedly.
Right, because they couldn't have two guys. The rule was they needed two guys to handle what Kathleen Kennedy was doing.
Right, yeah.
With one woman. The fuck out of here. Such trash.
Yeah.
Trash. The woman is trash. If you don't see the damage that woman has done,
I have a video from 10
your
months ago.
entire childhood, never mind the actual IP and Disney, like how much damage she's done. And like nobody's gonna say, yeah, it's her. Like, no, not her fault. It's everybody else's fault. It's all the woman haters and the gooners and everybody who chauvinistics, racists, everyone else's fault, not you. Yeah, we got it.
I mean, there the best thing that happened in Star Wars in the last decade was the Andor series, which was the lowest watched show. And I mean that. It's the best show that nobody watched.
Well, has the most decent writing.
What? Best writing, best cinematography, like best look. It looks great, but
Yes, when you're in
nobody's watched it. Nobody's watched it.
When you're in a typhoon of shit and somebody has a bunker, you can't see it.
Yeah.
You can't see that bunker. You can't see the good thing that they actually have because you've pretty much nuked everything else.
Mando season 1 was great. Season 2 was a little weak. 3, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it 3 and all. And then now the movie's coming out, which is technically season 4 made into a movie form. So
yeah, but you have to understand the flow of what happened. They did season 1 and they snuck in the Luke thing at the end to give people hope. And people talked about
season
that
2,
shit.
at the end of season 2. Yeah.
People talked about that shit for months. For months they talked about that shit, right? To show you there's hope. There's hope. There's a little, you could smell it in the air as a hope. And then they had to destroy it. Anybody that was involved, anyone that allowed it, anybody whose ideas came out about it, they got rid of. They got rid of those people, right? And so now you have this little group of people, like they're like little church mice. They're hiding out, like, I gotta still keep my job as long as I don't come up with any ideas of my own. I just have to do everything that the Wicked Witch tells me to do, and everything will be fine. Like,
the Book of
that's
Boba
how
Fett
it works,
was
bro.
terrible. Obi-Wan was terrible.
Terrible.
God. I remember people defending the goddamn scooters. I was like, what is happening?
Scooters, dude. The minute I saw that, I stopped watching the show completely. I'm like,
bad.
what twisted level fucking Barbie doll came up with this fucking idea, right? Who came up with this, right?
Yeah, the Vespas. Yeah,
Straight out of Barbie, bro. Straight out of Barbie.
So Dave Filoni, okay, 5 years ago, I would have told you that Dave Filoni is the guy.
He's been
5 years later,
he's compromised.
I'm not happy that he's taking over either, because he is basically trying to take your Thrawn idea of what Timothy Zahn wrote,
but fuck it up.
Yeah, they're fucking it up.
They're gonna fuck it up. Why don't you just let it be, right? That's like somebody coming out and telling you there's no Bible. There's no Bible. I don't know what you guys are talking about, religion and Bible. There's no Bible. There's no Quran. Like, someone going to come out and tell you something that's been around for fucking ever doesn't exist. And they're going to stand there and look at you and they go, not there.
They're not there. Yeah.
Not there. Like, no. Nobody's going to listen to that shit no more. And your credibility is destroyed. Filoni is compromised, right? If you don't know what Star Wars is, if you don't know, and Favreau's got his head way down. Like, he's just concentrating on The Mandalorian, because I bet you his job's on the line now that The Mandalorian movie's got to do well, right? I'm sure all the pressure's on him.
Yeah, I've speculated that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
All the pressure's on him now, right? What do you think the Mandalorian movie is going to do to Star Wars? What do you think it's going to do? If you're not watching the entire series, you're not getting behind it all, then what do you think the movie's going to do?
I think it's going to do irreparable damage to the brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because now what's happening is that the Mando's the connecting point from the old trilogy to the new trilogy, and Ahsoka's planted in there as well. So if this, I speculated this a couple weeks ago, if this movie does well, they move forward with their plan, and they do something. If it fucks up, Ahsoka comes in season 2, and they bring in the World Between Worlds, and they just fuck everything up. That's what they do.
It's worse than time travel, dude. The World Between Worlds is worse than time travel, bro. Worse than time travel. The entire Star Wars universe has unlimited story potential with the characters that have already been introduced. All you have to do is go back through their timeline. You can connect them with 100 different characters, right? Just close your eyes. And I know you own it. I know you've watched it all. But just close your eyes and think of all the characters.
We're meditating right now.
In the Clone Wars series. Think of all the characters inside the Clone Wars series. Everything from the beginning of the Clone Wars until the Revenge of the Sith. All of that. All the characters in the entire series. You're telling me you're going to stand up on a podium and tell everyone none of that exists? None of that exists because you and your green-haired fucking lunatics want to fucking piss on the boy show for all eternity because you have to instill all your fucking bullshit into it, all the feminist bullshit that you had to put in there. That's what you think we're gonna watch? That's what you think we're gonna watch? I hope they all rot in hell. Every single one of them. When they get fired, right? And they're doing BJs in the alley for money because they can't get a job anywhere else. That's where they belong.
BJ's
That's where they belong.
the supply store like Costco. I got you.
Yeah. Like, that's the store I'm talking about.
All right. Talking about mess ups and fuck ups and everything else, right? We saw this game at the very end of the Video Game Awards show, which was High Guard, right? Now, High Guard, release date, new game from Apex Legends, Titanfall devs, right? They haven't said anything since the award show. When's it coming out? It's coming out at the end of this month, right? But they haven't advertised for this game. Now, as much traction as it's getting as being Concord, the next Concord, okay, a lot of people are like, what's happening with this game? Because we don't know anything about it, right? We know that the people that made Apex Legends and part of Respawn and all these other things are part of the actual game, but we don't know anything about when the game, obviously we know the date it's coming out, but we know nothing about the actual game. Sarge, no one's done a deep dive. No one showed any kind of more gameplay. They just kind of stayed silent. I joked about it, like, was it today or yesterday? I said, they're going to give us about 3 days out. They're going to put the apology notice up and say, we're delaying the game. We heard you and we'll let you know what we're working on. Right. Like, we haven't heard anything, man. It is just a little weird that it was shadow dropped at the Game Awards and now it's shadow dropping again because they haven't spoke about it. They haven't said these are the classes. This is what the game is. They've said nothing about this game since the award show.
I'm not lying about this. I've gotten 4 surveys about this game asking if I'm interested in playing it.
Surveys.
Yeah, got on my phone. Like, are you interested in High Guard?
Are you going to play?
Are you going to? I'm not signed up for anything. Like, it's coming up in my feed. Are you going to play High Guard when it comes out? Right. So I'm looking at the choices. It says yes, no, and what is High Guard? Right. That's what it says. That's what it says. Yes, no, and what is High Guard? So I'm like, I'm not touching it. So I'm gonna hit no. I hit no. 98% said we're not touching this game. Right. 1% said yes, and then there's a little line.
Oh, you're talking
what is
about
it? We don't know what it is.
Yeah, you're talking about a survey, not from the company, but
no,
from yeah. Okay.
From 3 or 4 different people.
I got you.
For 3 or 4 different people, just asking the same question. Nobody cares.
This is like rule number 1 about gaming. Like, you made a game. You've spent the last 4 years making a game. You're 2 weeks out from launching this game.
Keep it down. We don't want to let anyone know. We don't want anyone to know.
This is the time you speak about a game. If you didn't want to speak about it, then you shouldn't have paid money to show it at the awards show at the last spot. You could have not said anything. And all of a sudden, like this week, we would have known nothing about it. And they go, boom, High Guard. You're like, what the fuck's High Guard? And everyone would be like, oh my God, this is the greatest game. And they would have played it. They would have seen it. They would have whatever.
All right, let's just get down to brass tacks, bro.
But what's happening?
Well, let's see. Is it going to be Concord level? Is it going to be what was the one that
yeah, but see, okay, what's your definition of Concord level?
No,
13 days this game closes?
No, there was the other one. There was the other one that came out.
There's Veil Guard.
The pass. It was the hero shooter. That what's his face did. Oh, come on, brain.
You're talking about Cliff Blazinski's
Blazinski stuff. But yeah, what was it called? What was it? I think that's exactly what it is.
That was right? Around a year
though.
No, not Paladins.
Paladins.
No. That stayed around for a year though, Sarge.
Come on, brain. It's called Last Stars, Gun Stars.
No, it wasn't Battleborn.
No, too far back. See, nobody even knows what it is because it came out and no one gave a shit. And then he was like, I quit.
Was it
quit.
Rebounders or Rounders or
Lawbringers?
That's it. Lawbreakers. That's it. Lawbreakers.
That's what is going to happen.
Right.
High Guard comes out and does
that lasted a year, Sarge. Lawbreakers is out for a year.
It didn't last a year. It was talked about for a year.
It was still here for a year.
There's difference. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. It's going the Blazinski way. That's what it's
All
gonna
right,
go.
let's not talk this way. Let's talk about more
Talk
realistic
about what
stuff.
way?
Hold on,
Did
let's
you
talk
see
more
the
realistic.
game?
Yeah,
Did
no,
you
let's talk
see
more
it?
realistic. Let's realistic. What
I
month?
am realistic. Did you see it?
What month is this closed down?
What month?
Yeah, what month is this closed down?
What month does it come out?
It comes out at the end of January.
What day of January?
The 22nd or 23rd.
22nd, 23rd? January. January.
Yeah, it goes out
January.
the 23rd and it's done by the end of January.
Yeah, January.
Like
I think this game
So
has a good
is
shot
worse
to
than
beat
Concord.
Concord. I think this game's got a good shot to beat Concord.
You think the studio's closing down in 13 days?
I mean, I don't know who their friends are, but I think this game is a good shot. It's got a good shot. Yeah.
I don't.
Yep.
I think this game is done
You want to get it
by
Valentine's
May.
Day? You want to get it
May
Valentine's Day?
May 20. Wait, I gotta look at a calendar. Let me look at a calendar.
Altern, did you see it?
Okay.
Did you see
It comes.
the game?
It comes out. It comes out. Krebsy says it comes out the 26th. Okay, that's on Monday. I say it's done by May 25th. 25th is a Monday. By May 25th, this game will be closed down and done. It won't be as bad as Concord. Now, publicly, public perception. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Public perception. This thing is going to die much faster on the vine, but it'll hang around till May. So you want me to book it?
Book it.
I got to find the book. Here it is. All right, so it's been booked. Sarge says
All right,
January.
Well, is it? What, does
It's
it come
4
out?
days.
Does
it comes
come
out.
Does it come out on Tuesday? Does it come out on Tuesday?
No, it comes out January 26th. You think it'll be done by the end of the month, which is 5 days.
I'll be a
6
little
days.
bit more lenient. I'll be a little bit more lenient. Ready?
Yeah.
Groundhog Day,
Which is what? The
February 2nd. February 2nd. There you
second.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, February 2nd.
You're giving it one full week.
Yeah.
One
To get
full
traction.
week.
Yeah, to get traction.
Okay, I say May 25th. This game was done. The studio's done by May 25th. Like the whole thing's done, gone. Close it down. Close up shop.
But see, you're saying disintegrate the studio. I'm saying game fails.
Well,
We're on two different.
yeah,
We're on two different
no,
things here.
No, we're talking about the same thing. I'm just saying that the game fails and
And
the studio's
implodes.
done.
It becomes
Yes,
a black
yes,
hole. That's it.
yes. May 25th. That's when it implodes, and that's when we see it go bye-bye.
No, Groundhog Day.
Krebsy says it being a free-to-play will help it last longer than Concord.
I mean, sure.
So, all right. Well, there you go. That's chat. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it'll last a couple months? Do you think it'll last a year? Put it in chat down below. All right. So there is the High Guard that we know nothing about, and yet it's coming out in a couple days. Now there was a event that was happening. So there's a couple stories that real quick that we're just gonna info people to let people know. Now we played Grounded 2. Grounded 2 had an announcement today that they are doing Grounded 2 is getting a new update soon. Okay, it's got a new biome, community garden coming in, new creatures, new weapons and armor, new building materials, including return of the mushroom bricks and a new buggy, the ladybug that you can actually tame and then ride around. So Grounded 2 is having an update. So there's that quick one. Then let me go to.
I think the only reason why it might last a little bit longer is because nothing else is coming out. It's all other stuff that's happening. No games coming out around that time. That's why
we already booked it. Sarge, you said.
I'm not changing. I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it.
All right.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Changing.
The next thing is that Switch 2's first holiday sales failed to match the original console. Okay.
What a shame.
So a new report reveals that Nintendo Switch 2 failed to match the original console sales during the first holiday period. Nintendo Switch 2 has going through a strong sales since the release, helping boost the hardware sales across the multiple months. And the new console also reached a sales milestone of 10 million units in November of 2020. By November. However, it seems that things have been declining since then. Switch 2 falls over the first holiday period. And a report by GameBiz reveals that the Switch 2 sales have slowed during the holiday period, which you would think it would be higher during the holiday period,
because people are fucking broke. The hardcore people are going to buy it.
I understand that, Sarge. What I'm saying is usually more people buy during the holidays, but because of the
broke.
stuff, I'm just saying usually is higher during this time. The Switch 2 has also fell short by 35% in the United States when compared to the original Switch in the same period in 2017. The situation is somewhat similar in Europe, with sales of the new console 16% lower than those of the previous ones in the same period of the UK. However, the overall Switch 2 sales in the UK were 6% higher than Switch 1. Yeah, but 6% higher, but 16% lower during the holiday sale, right? So, okay. So a senior Nintendo employee revealed that the complicated economic landscape is an absence of major Western games, make it tough for compare.
Word for broke.
Yeah. And tough to compare the Switch to the original Switch. However, the team is happy with the overall performance. Moreover, sales were down in Japan during the holiday period as well, with the Switch 1 selling 1.39 million units during the first holiday period, and the Switch 2 is at 1.32. So we have 7 million less.
That's not a big discrepancy. That's not a big discrepancy. Listen, considering everybody's broke, that is not a big discrepancy at all. At all.
Yeah,
500,000 units?
I think this discrepancy is going to get worse and worse as it goes because just the cost of games are getting higher, the cost of the system. I think people are going to stick with their Switch 1 for a little longer.
Once again, I'm telling you, whatever they're trying to set up here to make you feel like you're not gonna have games or something's gonna happen. Like, the people that are in the know what's happening. Like, there is no way in hell that you are panicking about you can't buy a system or you can't get an upgrade. We have plenty of shit to do. Right. We have plenty of games on the systems that we have. And believe me, when they're not selling product, they find ways to sell product on the systems that are existing. If you can't force me to get a game system, then I'm going to play the game system that I have. I don't know what everyone's worried about. I think this might be a renaissance for AA gaming. People are going to just come out with games because we're not moving. We're going to you're waiting. We're going to be like, yep, it's been year 3, and Microsoft thinks I'm going to pay $8,000 for a mini computer. Play my Xbox One. Don't care. Moving on.
Krebsy says, didn't they stop selling the Mario Kart bundle? Yeah, they're stopped selling the Mario Kart bundle, so they're just trying to get to what's off the shelves now, so people can still buy the bundle, but they're not making any more of the bundle. And obviously, when they stop doing that, the people that come in after that are going to pay an additional $30 more because they're paying $80 for the game now instead of $50 for the bundle. Yeah,
that's right. So they were very upset about that bundle. Somebody in marketing said, "Hey, we should do a bundle," and they were like, "Shut the fuck up." We just want to make sure we sell units.
They're like, fine, you can have the bundle, but we're charging $10 for the tutorial.
Yeah, we're going to charge you $10 for the instruction manual.
Yeah, for the instruction manual, how you use your Switch. The next one is Fortnite tomorrow. Okay, at 4 a.m. this morning. By the time you wake up tomorrow, Fortnite's update is going to go through where they have South Park. Okay, big Fortnite update tomorrow. South Park, 5 times the skins, right? So they have 5 characters, the whole gang. Okay. South Park free mini pass, South Park mythic plus items, 5-player battle royale squads, LTM. Okay, so the 5-player squads. So that's a new game mode, I guess. Possibility of CSM news. Okay, battle pass super styles, possible unvaulted items, more lore and map changes. So they're going to put pieces of South Park inside the game.
What is possible? What do you mean possible unvaulted items? You don't
unvaulted
know?
Items. No. What they're saying is they don't know what it is, so they don't know what they will be unvaulted items. They just don't know what they are. So it's possible unvaulted, because usually when they do stuff like this, they unvault something. So because they did it in the past doesn't mean they're going to do it in the future. And this is what they look like. So we're gonna
they look like paper mache kids driving around trash cans. How exciting!
Well, they have like different, like what South Park does. They use their
is that the A-Team van in the background? What is that?
It might be the A-Team van. No, it doesn't. I think no, that's the reboot van. The reboot van. So that's one of them. Here's what they look like again. Now they did the same thing with the Simpsons because like Bart and Lisa are short, so they gave them this exo suit that they sit on top of and control and stuff like that. So that's what they're doing here with the kids from South Park. And then you got Terrence and Phillip coming into the game as well, or backgrounds or whatnot. So it should be fun. So you got more South Park stuff. I had a blast playing the Simpsons one, but they turned the whole map into Simpsons.
Oh, bro, that the South Park Fortnite game might take a lot of the thunder away from Highguard.
Highguard,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, the South Park could kill Highguard.
Bro, Fortnite for South Park.
Would
Fortnite.
you like to change? Would you like to change your date?
Nope. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt for going to. Look, I still think it's January. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt and saying Groundhog Day.
Yeah. So there's that. So that's the South Park stuff. In other news, we have Claire Obscure, Ghosts of Yote, Arc Raiders, and Dispatch are top of the DICE Awards. So DICE Awards and the BAFTA Awards are now or are going to happen early in 2026. These are the awards that everyone actually cares about because these are voted on from the actual people within the people in the actual industry, not Jeff Keighley's award show, right? So like if you win the awards here, that's more, more important for the people that actually in the industry.
Well, because your peers are voting for peers.
Yeah. So Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Ghost of Yote, Arc Raiders, and Dispatch are the most nominated games of the year at the DICE Awards. Okay. Topping the list with 8 nominations is Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, and Ghost of Yote, followed by Arc Raiders, which got one nomination at the Game Awards. Dispatch with 6 nominations. So Arc Raiders and Dispatch got 6 nominations each. In addition to Blueprints earned 5 nominations, followed by Death Stranding 2 on the beach with 4.
I'm sure they're gonna spread it out. So the people that complained about Claire Obscure getting too many awards, these guys are getting some more awards spread out, right?
Sure.
That's what's probably gonna happen.
The 5 games nominated for Game of the Year for DICE Awards are Arc Raiders, Blueprints, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Dispatch, and Ghost of Yote.
So what do you
what's not on that list? Fucking Donkey Kong. That's right. Donkey Kong's not on the list.
That's correct. Because it's not Game of the Year.
Well, guess how they do it?
Who do you
the ones with the most
nominations get in the list. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work.
That's how it works. All right. It says the nominees were determined by AIAS peer panel, which is also states that compromises the games industry's most experienced and talented experts in their chosen fields. Winners will be determined by confidential voting amongst the Academy, more than 30,000 members, right? These are your peers within the industry voting against themselves, going, hey, I made a game. I like this game. Sort of like the Academy Awards does. It's actually really, really good way to do it. So on behalf of the Academy, it says congratulations to all the finalists. So there you go. So
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. But there you go. So the DICE Awards have their nominations. You can go check that out. We already talked about Red Dead Redemption. Now let's go to the big leak. Take this with a grain of salt, chat. Wait, do we have
the dump truck with the salt anymore?
No, we don't have that. We don't have that. I could try to find it, put it back in down the road, but I don't have it here. Here, we'll just do this. We'll do this right now, just because it's not existed. So we'll do this.
What's being forgoted? What are we talking about?
It's just the leaks for Grand Theft Auto. I didn't have a clip, so we're just putting that. So here's the leak list here that we have of.
Holy crap.
Hold on, let me make it nice and big so you guys can see all of it. Okay. New GTA 6 info has allegedly been leaked. Okay, there's 700 plus enterable shops in the game, supposedly.
Okay.
Again, take it with a grain of salt, Chad. Don't get too excited.
Okay.
Malls and skyscrapers with functional elevators.
That was in Vice City on the PlayStation 2. Next.
Okay. 5-story chapters.
I don't know what that means.
6-star wanted level.
Oh,
5-story chapters.
What's after the military wants to kill you?
I think that's 6 stars, isn't it?
Right. What's after the military? The military wants to kill you. After that, what?
We have weight gain and loss mechanic like they had in San Andreas.
San Andreas. Next.
Relationship system bar for Jason and Louisa. That's sort of like
the dating meter. Meter in San Andreas. Next.
Rectangular mini map with pink waypoints.
Wow, just like Vice City.
Yep.
Yeah,
character switch features a new option to have Jason and Lucia meet and switch between them instantly while doing activities and missions together.
So you can ghost each other. Nice.
Limited weapon carrying, but car trunk can be used to store weapons.
Already done before.
That's sort of like what they did in Red Dead Redemption when you go up to the horse.
That's correct.
You can carry stuff. Gore and disrememberment return to Red Dead Redemption 2 like they did in Red Dead Redemption 2.
So it's gonna be a rated R game then.
you can chop people's heads off. Well,
it's going to be rated M.
Well, mature, you could probably shut it. You could probably shut it off. Yeah, you could probably shut it off.
Right.
Jason and Deadeye ability to slow down, slow time to see a weak points. Lucia has a similar ability, but weaker than Jason. It's because she's a woman.
That's because she's a woman.
Yeah, she's a woman.
She's a woman. Yep.
Trailer 2 only shows scenes from chapters 1 through 3, as chapters 4 and 5 are still unfinished.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
the game was coming out in November, bro.
Yeah, last November.
The game was coming out in November.
Yeah. Jason Schreier actually said that he says that the game is not done yet. Right? They're still working.
Wonderful.
Right?
The game was coming out in November. Do you think they did it on purpose to scare the shit out of other games to move their games around? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, think of the balls on your company that you announce your game going to be released, so everybody else takes a huge shit in the middle of their fucking year because they don't know when they release their game now, and then you say, "Ha ha, game's coming out in 2 years." Like, what?
Yeah.
The balls on this company, bro.
Underwater feature treasures and secrets. You got interaction system features. Yeah, interaction system features greet and antagonizing the NPCs to react when they also see you carrying a weapon.
Already been done. Yep.
Okay. Driving described as best it's ever been. Okay.
Wow.
Which is
remains to be seen.
Yeah, it's big.
Remains to be seen.
There's a mission where you shoot a shark with a spear gun. Okay.
Wow.
There's a mission where Lucia infiltrates a gang of bodybuilders. Okay?
Wink, wink.
Okay. There's a mission where cops betray each other.
Rip.
That's so generic. Okay. Yep. A lot of chapter 5 was cut and being reworked.
Coming out November, bro.
Now here's the thing.
Coming out November.
Remember, I want to say it was like it was on the show. I would have to go back, maybe 2022. Remember when people were saying, when the whole DEI stuff was going on, and they were saying that there was writers with Grand Theft Auto, and they were taking away all the jokes.
Now they're fired.
Well, I wonder if they're reworking that shit. Again, that was a speculation, and this is a speculation of a leak, so I can't really say if it's real or not, but potentially maybe reworking what they had in the game originally that they have to remove now, because times are different. We have a different president now. You know what I'm saying? Because if we had the other president,
times are different because people remember what common sense is.
Yeah, you know,
now times are different
because they even came out and said you can't make a game like this with the president that we had at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it was weird. Bro. Anyway, Jason has a friend called Donnie, describing as a freak who works for Brian too. Okay, Lucia as a kid that appears at the beginning but doesn't seem to have a major role in its story.
Because you can't work in a baby mama drama story into the middle of a violent cop robbers game. That's why.
Yeah, you just have baby daddy pick up the kid and go.
That's it. You never see him for the rest of the. You never see him for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Vice City is the biggest city in the game. Lucia's ankle monitor doesn't affect gameplay, but she gets rid of it early on in the game. So you probably
because she's a fugitive. But the reason why she's an undercover cop, so whatever.
Yeah. The game features male and female strippers. Okay.
Well, to be fair to everybody.
Sure.
Now, here's the question. Chat. What's the name of the male strip club?
Cox.
Right? Well, we know what it is in all the other the female ones in the other games. Right? What's the male strip club? You gotta think of it. You gotta think like a rock star guy.
You
gotta think like a rock star guy.
Was it Cox in the regular strip club? In
there was no male strip club.
No, I know. But what's the strip club? That's what I'm saying. I think it's called Cox. That's what I'm going with.
You think they're just gonna straight out and just say that?
Yeah, it's gonna be Cox. It's gonna be like a rooster or whatever. Yeah, on the board. Yeah.
All right.
That's Rock in a hard place. That's a good one.
That's a
good one.
Yep.
So when do the leaks start?
Good one, Sharon. Nice callback.
Ding dongs and bimbos.
That's a good one.
Well, I don't think they're going to have the same. I don't think they're going to have a dual strip club. It's going to be one or the other.
Instead of ding dong ditch, it's ding dong bitch. How about that?
So there you go. There's the.
That's quite a list for a game that was coming out in November.
Here it says. Oh, there's more, Sarge. It says prone ability was
keep
cut.
Keep it coming.
All right. It says prone ability was cut. Okay. Dual wielding isn't featured. No full nudity scenes. Oh,
up.
No,
no full nudity without hacking.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
No Disney World parody. Oh, come on. You have to put the theme park in.
Bro, it's Florida. You gotta put that in there.
You gotta put the theme park. Oh, if it's not Disney World, it's gotta be Universal, right?
Something.
You gotta
You have to put an amusement park in there.
Yeah.
How
you can't buy
How are you not going to do an amusement park scene where you're fighting somebody in the amusement park? You have to.
Yeah, you have to put the theme park. You have to. Come on, you don't place. You don't bring Orlando into the game and not bring a theme park in there.
How do you put Orlando in there, but don't make fun of Disney World, where it's like it's a mongoose?
Yeah,
you could rename it after all the other characters are just ridiculous.
You just make it a rat. You're literally just making a rat.
Yeah, you could just parody everything else.
Yeah.
If Rockstar doesn't make fun of Disney, I know they're compromised. Right? If Rockstar doesn't make fun of Disney, I know they're compromised, because there's no way in the world they've been making fun of everyone and everything for the last 25 years, and you're telling me no, Disney's off the list? No shot, bro.
You can't make fun of Disney. It's off the limits.
No shot.
That's gonna be a disappointment. The map doesn't have a panhandle. Yeah, we understand that. You can buy pets, but Jason has an iguana that you can feed. Or you can't buy pets, but he has an iguana that you can feed. No burglaries, but you can rob stores.
So you can't rob. They don't want you robbing houses because it was probably too tedious, even though you can go into 700 locations. But meanwhile, you can rob stores.
That
okay,
seems weird because you could rob stores now in Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's correct.
So why would you get rid of that? Anyway, the ability to listen to music on AirPods is currently not possible, but it could be changed before launch.
I don't understand how that not work. How do you get that not to work? The radio's on when I get out of the car.
Yeah, it's just
what does it matter if I've got AirPods or not? You could just say I have AirPods.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
I get out of the car and the radio still plays. Where's the problem?
Yeah, I don't.
Is there a coding issue on this? Is that a problem? I can't code sound outside the car.
I have no idea why they would say that. Just that kind of sounds stupid.
That sounds.
Wait, Jason's robbing stores? That's not too accurate. But why?
He's an undercover cop. What's the matter? Listen, we know one of them is an undercover cop.
Yeah,
that's all you need to know.
The point is, here we go again. Let me play the game how I want to play. Like in Red Dead Redemption, I don't have to shoot everybody in the face, but I can, right? Like, I don't understand. Didn't want to use the Apple license. They could say the pair. They have the pair. That's what it was in Grand Theft Auto 5.
I have earbuds. It doesn't matter what the hell you say. I want to be able to do a mission listening to tunes. That's the whole thing. You find a theme song for your crime spree. That's the entire point of listening to music while you're doing a mission.
The last burglary missions is in GTA with San Andreas. No, you could rob stores in Grand Theft Auto 5. Like you could literally go into a convenience store and rob them.
You couldn't do burglaries in 5. You could do
houses. Burglaries.
Houses.
Yeah. Okay.
Houses.
I got you. Yeah, but there's 700. Okay, well, who cares about that?
Right? Does it 700 locations I can go inside, but I can't rob a house?
I can rob a bank. I can rob a store, but I can't do burglaries.
It was.
I can shoot someone in the face with an Uzi, a rocket launcher. I can blow up cop cars and helicopters and planes, but burglary. That's where we draw the line.
After you did it a few times in San Andreas, you got bored of it anyway because it was too tedious. You would go in and try to steal a TV and have to carry the TV out. Carry the TV out and put it in the back of a truck, and I'm like, this is nonsense. I'll just go shoot somebody and get $100. I don't need to move a TV around.
They can literally make up anything for the headphones. It's so stupid. All right, the next thing is Battlefield 6. Okay, Battlefield 6 Bulletin says EA is sending out 2 generic surveys. One on RedSec and the other is on Battlefield 6. They're asking players if they would recommend the game in its current state and why, so you can provide some feedback. Now, so it says make a chance.
What?
Make this a chance to comment on the Battlefield team. Please take a few minutes to complete the survey and let us know what your thoughts are of the game and continue improving the experience.
Take the survey now, bro. Take it.
Take it now. No, I can't take it now. It's a picture. I'm not taking it now.
A picture. All right.
And right. So here's some of the great I just want to scroll down and look at some of the comments here. Okay. I got RedSec 1 and destroyed it. Hopefully they just turn it off. Okay. Why are they asking for a survey? They literally ask for feedback in the Discord and the Portal Discord twice now. Can I send this as an example? Okay. We just wanted more to I just wanted more than 2 proper big maps. And when the game dropped, it's over. Okay. I knew RedSec was going to downfall of Battlefield 6. Fuck the Battle Royale shit and just focus on the core audience. No, it's shit. Haven't loaded it nearly in 4 weeks. All right. The game's too fast for weekend only players. It's what I predicted in November. Only streamers and professional players be left making exciting content. Okay. RedSec killed the core game experience. It's not COD. Okay. I would not want anyone else to suffer by playing this crap. The game was better in a beta. Okay. I can't tell you if they're actually brain dead or just enjoying taking the piss of Battlefield 6. This is the most frustrating experience in the entire series. Tons of videos, deep dives, solid discussions, and I can ask for a survey from a handful of people. Okay. They are literally killing this game and they don't give a fuck. It's cooked, right? Like
they got your money. It doesn't matter.
This is just one after another, after the other, after the other.
It doesn't matter. They got your money. It doesn't matter. I don't understand what is the point of crying about that the population is going down because you can't sell skins? You got your dollars, kid. You sold the game. It's the best-selling game in the last 8 years. Just choke it up and walk away. You got your money. What's the problem?
I kind of went down the rabbit hole here with this, okay? The rabbit hole, because I looked at the Steam charts. It went below 100,000 for the 24-hour peak. It went below 50,000 on players right now before. It's at 65,000, okay? And I scrolled down here, and I said, okay, so they sold about 10.88 million. Now it's by Play Tracker. So I clicked on Play Tracker, and it brought up this, right? And Play Tracker says the populated score is 45, and it has 10.9 million estimated players. So then I clicked on this, which brings up this part where it says Insight 90% certain estimates for the game are accurate within 10% intervals. Okay. So how do they estimate it? So I click on that and it tells me what the estimates, and it's cross-play based on achievements and trophies and all this other stuff. So then I went to the next thing, and this is what it tells you, right? So I was like, okay, well, which means that this is the number 10.9 million is for console / PC. Okay. So when you look at this number, of 747,000, okay, that's just obviously for Steam, but this number down here is estimating the console numbers and also. So then I was like, all right, well, 10.88 million. Is that more than Call of Duty? So then I went to look at Call of Duty, right? And Call of Duty says, well, it's got 491,000, 670,000, but you can't tell from this because it's including all of Call of Duty, right? So down here it says like 40.52 million or whatever. And I was like, well, wait a minute.
Whatever numbers you want to make up to make it look good. Make up whatever numbers you need to.
So I looked up a thing. Where the hell is it? I had it before. But anyway, it said that the total sales for Call of Duty just surpassed 500 million copies total. Up until 2024, which means Battlefield 6 is included into that, right? No, sorry, not Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6. You're talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Black Ops 6 is included in that. The last one is not, which is Black Ops 7. Now, I put this number in my calculator, and I got it, and 500 million copies is everything up until 2024, not 2025. Okay. So the estimate that I found, and I did this twice. So I took the last, couple years, and I did the estimate of what it's averaging.
You just added up all the numbers. See what you got.
I averaged it and divided it by the thing. And in the last 5 years, it averaged about 26 million copies sold every year. Right. Sure. So obviously there's 41 million here, 30 million here, 30 million here, 17 million here. Now that we know this number up until this point here, okay, the average of these is over 26 million copies
24
sold.
Change, 25, right?
So obviously, we don't know Black Ops 7, but Black Ops 6 was the worst Call of Duty up until Black Ops 7. And Black Ops 6 still sold an estimated maybe 25 million, 26 million copies sold. Now, I'm not saying that Black Ops 7 sold 26 million copies, But what I am saying is, on average, even with the 17 million here and the 14 million here, if on average every year it's selling anywhere between 17 and 30 million, the worst Call of Duty is still beating the best Battlefield.
Right, still beats Battlefield, right. But they won't say that. But they won't say it.
Yeah, they won't say it at all. Right? So when you look at this number, this is awful. And they know it's awful because that's why they have this. And this is why they're asking for a survey, because they're like,
what do you
get it.
What do you
We were supposed to have 100 million people playing our game right now. Right?
What do you need to know that you guys don't already know, that you're asking for a goddamn survey? Please tell me who is working for these companies that don't get what Battlefield is. Just tell me. Tell me who's working there that doesn't get it. Get rid of these people. I don't understand why you guys aren't playing Battlefield. Can you guys fill out a survey for us? Because we don't know. Like, what do you mean you don't know? Have you played a Battlefield game before? There's 5 studios working on this fucking game. What do you mean you don't know?
That all I know is the people that are playing Battlefield 6, all the friends that I know that play Battlefield 6 that I know in real life, they're all trying to justify why they're playing Battlefield 6. And
why?
I'll be honest with you, I don't give a shit if you like it. Like it. I just told you what the game was going to do before it came out and how it was going to go. And it's exactly going how I said it was going to go. Right? So, again, I like bad games. I just don't say that those games are the greatest games.
I have played many a bad game.
Right. I don't say that game that I liked, Marvel's Avengers, is the greatest game ever created. I'm like, man, it's a travesty, but I love it. Right. I'm not trying to justify to somebody else why I like that game, but everyone's like, no. I'm having fun in Battlefield 6. It's good. Yeah, it's I'm having a blast. Right. Okay, great. If you're having a blast, you're having a blast. But we're just showing you that everyone's hyping it up. And it's not because of true hyping it up. It's because it was bought and paid for. They literally flew in everybody known to man into a warehouse and had everyone stream it. And then you have like Tim the Tap Man saying, can't we just have this battle royale? Can't we just have it? He's touched the game 3 times since Arc Raiders launched 2 days after RedSec. Okay? Like, make it make sense, right? Telling me that this game is selling like hotcakes, the greatest Battlefield ever known to man, but yet everyone's defending it going, no, I'm having fun. No, it's good. It's good. It's just, I just stopped playing it as much as
What's the survey for? What's the survey for? If everything's going so fucking well, what's the survey for?
Right. If everything's going fine, which again, according to Splitgate, guys, this is just one metric. It's not the one all be all to tell you what's going on with the game. Yeah, right. But let me tell you, this is a big tell. If you're on Steam, you're sucking balls here, that it's probably not going as good over. Now, here's another thing, Sarge, right? Because if there's 747,000 people all time, okay, and there's about 2 million people, because if you go here, let's look at this. Estimated active players. Let me refresh this just to make sure it stays. Yeah, estimated active players is 2.2 million. 2.2 million. Well, if we go back again to here's numbers. Okay, if 85,000 people in 24-hour peak of 2 million, that means the majority of people are playing on console, right? That means there's about 2.4 million people, or I'm sorry, 1.9 million people or
you don't have
playing.
You don't have the definition of active though. We don't know what active means. Like logged on once a week. Like we don't know.
They
No.
They go to a battle pass. They do whatever.
I'm trying to give you devil's advocate. When they say active player, they have to have some kind of metric. Maybe it's once a week. They're playing the game once a week. We don't know. A couple times a week. Because if you're giving me a number, right? This is why I despise them so much. Before, when you sold a game, the reporters would go, "Hey, EA, how many games did you sell? We sold about 8 million. Then they go, "Thanks." Then they go, "Hey, GameStop, how many copies of something did you sell?" And they get the numbers from the actual box stores of what they sold and then compare the numbers to see who the fuck is lying. Now that it's digital, you don't know dick. You don't know the number. You don't even know what kind of formula they're using for the number that they're coming up with. They're just making it up. You don't know shit. It makes no sense how you can establish a number and they don't know it. It's the best single game of all time. Shut the fuck up. It's the best game ever. Just keep your mouth quiet. Like, how do you justify numbers? How do you say if it's something good or bad by what it's selling if we can't get the numbers from anybody else but the guy who's lying to your face? How does that work?
Right. Well, going from that to this story with Splitgate. Splitgate dev responds to player count concerns as Steam charts show low numbers after Arena relaunch that they don't show is the full picture, right? So these are the same guys that were bloating up their numbers when they were talking about Splitgate on Steam when it first originally came out, the very first one, and they're like, look at us, we're very successful. There's so many people playing our game, and right. But now because it's the reverse, right? Because now Steam is showing them that they're not doing very good, and they're like,
but now we can't believe those numbers. Right. But now we can't believe those numbers.
Just one data point, Sarge. Just one data point.
So when I want the numbers to look good, it's fine. But when the numbers tell a different story, then we're not supposed to believe them. This is how the game we're going to go, right? I don't believe anything you fuckers say anymore. Zero. I believe it's zero.
Still hear me or see me. Sarge is being hit because you were talking bad about Splitgate.
Give a shit.
So what were you saying? You got cut off. Sarge.
I said it doesn't matter what they say because the numbers work well for me. Then I believe the numbers. But if the numbers are telling a bad story about me, then I don't believe the numbers anymore. It's just one data point. What are we talking about? So you get to decide whether the number is good for you on any given Sunday? Like, what are we talking about, bro?
So here's what's happening with Splitgate. Let me bring this up. This is their data. Okay, so this is when it launched. Okay, it launched over here, May 31st, 2025. It had 25,674 people, and then it fell off the face of the earth. And this is where it is. And they went back into beta for the last couple months, and here's the relaunch right there. Did you see it? Did you see
the guys from Wyoming played?
Boop, right there, right
there. The guys from Wyoming played.
Right. So there it is. There's the big bump that they got for the refresh, reloaded type of stuff. Now, if we scroll down, we can't even scroll down here because this is not the actual. Let me see. Let me go to this one. Let's go to DB. Right. So here is the list. So 1.92 million. Okay. So obviously more of those people are playing on PC. I'm sorry, console than PC because obviously
this is the same number. It's almost the same number. It's almost the same number as Call of Duty or Battlefield.
Yeah, look,
it's 2 million.
Look at this. Right. So they want to know. They're like, well, no, make the judgment for yourself. Right. Well, here's the problem with make the judgment for yourself. That's exactly right, Sarge. They are making the judgment for themselves. So like, this game doesn't look good. You took it out, put it back in beta, came back out with it again. We're not interested in your battle royale. We're not interested in your $80 microtransactions. The people loved Splitgate 1 that they never finished, that they put out and just left it there. They changed engines. They chased the money. They came back out for battle royale. They came back out for all these other things, and it failed. It failed, right? So, again, they're looking at this going, well, no, this is just one data point. Yeah, but this data point, because Steam shares numbers, and numbers being a lot of things. That's why movie theaters say this is the number one movie at the box office to get people to come to the theater. Because if it's number one, you think, oh, it's good. I'm going to go watch the movie, right? Yep. So this does the exact same thing. If this number's low and you tell me the game is good, but this says otherwise, this is what an actual good game looks like, Sarge. Here's what an actual game looks like.
It's got a pulse.
Here's good.
It's called a pulse. That's what it's got. It's got a pulse.
This is a good game, right? They don't have to tell you it's a good game because you can see it's a good game. It literally is growing over time. And now you can say this is an outlier with Arc Raiders, but this is what a game looks like that people are actually playing. Yeah. Right. This is a game when they tell you, look, and they just surpassed 12 million.
This is literally the EKG for the gaming industry. Like, yes. Does your game have a pulse? It goes like this. Does your game have a pulse? Yeah. This is Splitgate. Like, you're done.
Yeah.
Right?
Done.
Battlefield. You flatlined. You're done. But wait, did you get paid? Yes. Yes, you did.
Yes.
You got paid.
Now you got Battlefield 6, people paid, and people that are upset about it. Look, you can say you're upset about the game with the hit detection and cheaters and all this other stuff, but
whatever you want to say.
But all you had to do was not pre-order. Don't buy day one. No full
No more
price.
full price for half-ass
half
games.
game.
That's
And
it.
you, my friend, could have saved yourself some money. And I could have saved you that money because you could have watched this podcast and you could have been, hey, you know what? Maybe this guy's right. Maybe I won't pre-order. Maybe I won't buy day one. Okay. And then I won't pay full price for a full price game. 40% off right now if you want to buy Battlefield 6, which I still think too much money.
High.
Yeah, it's too high. Too high. And I don't feel like paying for that, right?
Too high.
Game Pass, T-minus 10 months.
Not even, bro.
Not 1 year.
Summer special. No, bro.
Game
Summer
Pass,
special.
T-minus 10 months.
They
Right.
want to know what's wrong with their game now with the survey. Do you think that this is not going on Game Pass by the summer? It's coming, bro. It's coming.
You think summer? I think I'll say August. Well, which would be summer. Yeah.
It'll be a Memorial Day
10 months.
special.
It'll be 10 months,
Memorial
not
Day,
12 months.
Memorial
Yeah.
Day special.
Yeah, it'll be 10 months, not 12.
You guys are dreaming. Nobody's brain works. You guys think that the games are good no matter what fucking happens. These guys collected money on a game that wasn't done. The game wasn't supposed to come out until March of this year. They released it, broke, buggy,
Grand Theft Auto,
because Grand Theft Auto taunted. They're like, you want some? Like, that's it. That's basically what happened. Like, Grand Theft Auto went, come on. Like, and that was it. And like, we got to release now. They're going to bully us. And now they say, 2027. Yeah, I believe nothing anymore, dude. Nothing. No numbers, right? I want to see gameplay with somebody actually playing it on a guy I actually know, right? That's it. That's the only way I'll trust you. It's like, it's a guy I know playing the actual game, and not those other commercials you see where like they think they're moving around.
I love it. It's great.
Yeah. They talk about the game. Ooh, this guy's coming to get me. Look at this guy. Oh, look at that. Like, nonsense.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
The next story, Sarge, is Xbox. Now play Xbox directly on your Hisense TV. Coming soon.
Just say it. Just say it.
Right?
Xbox is on every TV. Just say it.
Well, I looked
Just
it up,
say it.
right? So I looked up the top companies.
Or all three.
And so the top TV brand consistently
Samsung, LG, and Sony.
and LG and Sony. And obviously Sony's not going to put Game Pass on the Sony television sets.
That's correct.
Right? At least not yet.
Not yet. Right.
Right. So then you have to go to the next one. That's premium quality. So the next one,
The next one down.
the next one down
market.
is TCL and
Hisense. Yeah. So everybody.
They're the budget-friendly market. So now Xbox is now going to be on. So you have the Fire Stick TVs, you have Hisense, you have LG, you have Samsung, right? So they're just
not a surprise.
They're just moving down the ladder here.
Not a surprise. But is anyone surprised yet? Is anyone know?
I'm not surprised.
Zero surprise. Zero.
Yeah.
Every TV's an Xbox now.
Called me shock.
Yep.
Every time I see a new TV, I'm like, oh wow, that's 100-inch TV. It's the biggest Xbox I've seen. Yeah, it's the biggest Xbox I've ever seen. Yeah. Right. So then we have Xbox with Developer Direct next week, the 22nd, which is on a Thursday, Sarge. All right, the 22nd is a Thursday. Is it next week? Is that next week? 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now. So 2 weeks from now on a Thursday, we will talk about Fable and what's this game called? Recarnate. What's this one called? Beast of Recarnation, right? Not retardation, but Recarnation. So we're gonna watch Fable, Forza Horizon 6, and the Beast of Recreation. Recarnation. Sorry,
I'll believe when I see it.
We don't know what the fourth game is. Supposedly, it could be maybe Gears, could be Halo, could be. I think it's gonna be Starfield.
I want to
show Starfield stuff.
Actual gameplay of Fable. Show me Fable.
That's supposedly what they're doing, right? Supposedly.
Show me Fable.
So this is just announcing the direct. So in 2 weeks, we'll cover the direct on the show after it airs. So there you go. So that's another story about Xbox. Then we have they announced earlier tonight Towerborne, which came out last year, which actually came out like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago on PC. Then it came out on Game Pass last year. Towerborne launches on February 26th with a massive full game update. So it was in early access. Now it's coming out. It says creative developer Stoic and publisher of the Xbox Game Studio publishing Towerborne is a cooperative side-scrolling action RPG brawler. Following the Xbox preview release, Towerborne will be available for premium game for $24.99. Standard edition is $29.99 for deluxe edition. First and foremost, the Stoic wanted to take a moment to salute the amazing community who joined us. I played the shit out of this game, but I pretty much almost did everything. So now they're going back and they're doing it. So it says, with the full game update, Towerborne shifts from the original vision as a free-to-play, always online title into a buy-once offline game. So I like that. It was supposed to be an online game. Now it's a buy-once. You can play offline. You'll also own and complete the experience permanently with offline play and online co-op. This change requires a deep structural rebuilding over the past year, transforming systems originally designed around consistent connectivity. The result is stronger, more accessible, more player-friendly version of Towerborne, and one we're also be incredibly proud of to bring to launch.
It's amazing. It's amazing to see that these dev teams are finally understanding that not everybody can have online live service constantly on all the time. You've got to make a game and sell a game. Your window is small. Your release better be strong. And the only way you're going to get money to fund your next game is if you get enough people to actually believe that your game is actually competent. It's a good game, right? This dream of sucking money from people for months at a time or years at a time are over.
Right.
It's over. Make a game, sell a game. I'm done listening to this shit, dude.
So a complete story and final showdown. Okay, who's the boss? We've added 2 new bosses, including a big bad boss that will also be antagonized. We mentioned lieutenants and Umbra enemies. Fully reworked difficulty system. We've added an entirely new difficulty system, to rebalance the game. A new brutal difficulty for those who enjoy breaking controllers and swearing at the screens. So there you go.
That's good to know.
Map it out. We also reworked and reimagined the world map and added a new coastal biome. New encounters and combat challenges. We've also added new gear, player abilities, new forge system with the ability to modify, upgrade, and re-roll stats. This is also why I stopped playing the game, because nothing moves over that you've done. So I was like, I'm good. I've had enough. I'll wait for the full launch. So I wasn't expecting to launch this early in this year or so. And it says, and there's more. It says, yes, there's more. We have new music from the man, the myth, Austin Wintory. A bunch of quality of life and bug fixes. No more cosmetic purchasing. You can also acquire all cosmetics free through gameplay. We added new cosmetics, and we've also included multiple save slots, the ability to import your current character and associated loot. Oh,
wow, weird, huh?
So actually, I can bring my loot over. That's just a high-level look at what we expected in the full game release of Towerborne. The major update represents a huge shift to the game and the community, and we also worked hard to incorporate as much of the feedback as we could. So there you go. So they basically did what Wayfinder did, where that was supposed to be an online game and they changed it to a offline, and so that's nice to know. So there you go. If you were interested in Towerborne, it's actually a really good game. I played the early access of it, paid for the early access of it. Very good game, and I believe it's also part of Game Pass as well. So if you don't want to pay the was it $24.99 for the standard edition or $29 for the?
I don't understand why is the premium game less than the standard game?
No, it's not. It says available as a premium game. Will be available as a premium game, meaning you can buy the game. It's not a free-to-play game anymore. It's $24.99 for the standard edition and $29.99 for the deluxe edition.
Oh, okay. I'm reading it wrong. I got it. Yeah. I got it wrong.
I first read it, I thought it was the premium game is $24.99, and then the standard edition is $29. But
I got you. Yeah, there's no comma there, so it's
there's no comma. It's
right.
and.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
So, Towerborne, good game. I'd like to know what they're going to do with was it 33, which is that other online co-op game.
What looks like Hades.
Yeah. So there's that. Then from that we have NVIDIA GeForce Now is coming to your Fire TV stick later this year. I actually said about 2 weeks. Yeah, I said 2 weeks ago the reason that they're doing the cap, the data cap for the 100 hours or whatever it is. I said something's coming where they need to lower that because they're going to have an influx of people potentially coming into their service. Well, here it is. They're teaming up with Amazon.
You want to see some lag, baby? Here it comes.
Yeah. So they're going to be putting NVIDIA GeForce Now on Fire Stick TVs, but it's on 2nd gen only, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously, this is where the future's going, right? Because Xbox is still competing with Sony and Nintendo, but now they're over here competing with NVIDIA and Steam, and Amazon and whoever else wants to put their hat in the ring.
Yep.
And anybody that wasn't in the ring before, like Apple.
It's now a battle royale.
They right.
Yeah,
It's a battle royale.
No, it's a wrestling battle royale. I'll change that. It's a
last man
wrestling
standing
battle royale
type of thing.
Yes, that's what this is. I never thought I would see the day where they're so greedy to get people into the market they have to put a cap on data. That's how many people they think are coming in.
I mean, it'll be like that for a bit until it levels out. You know what I mean? Like they'll put a data cap, and then once they find out what their content is, they'll raise the price of the data, and then say anybody that wants to get more time or whatever, you can. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'll adjust as they go.
Yeah.
In other news, we have Steam.
It'll be worse than a cable bill.
Right. Steam revenue hit a record of $1.6 billion in the month of December by itself, which is the most it's ever done in any month in the history of Steam. Okay. And the leaders of that was Arc Raiders and Detroit Become Human, which was on sale for $4. So a lot of people bought Detroit Become Human. It says the December saw Valve's storefront generate an unbelievable $1.6 billion in revenue. Not only is it 22.7% increase compared to the year earlier, but it's also a company's highest grossing month ever. December was also a good month for Steam, and the annual winter sale is a huge earner. And many gamers wake up on Christmas Day to find Steam voucher cards amongst their presents. The newsletter reports that over 100 million players helped generate a record $1.6 billion in gross revenue for Steam's last month. And that's insane, dude. That's over a fifth more than December of 2024 figure.
And we're broke.
Right.
Which means all those games are $20 and under. That's what happened. All those games are like low-cost games.
Yep. Yes. And they didn't just buy one $20 game. They probably bought multiple games on sale, right? Yep. That in their backlog now they'll play down the road. When the next $80 game comes out, they're like, yeah, I'm not playing that. I'm going to play the other games. I just paid $80 for 10 games, on the market. So it says the higher than the December 2020, which is during a pandemic, by the way. When people were stuck inside, they spent $1.4 billion, but now they're not, and they're spending $1.6 billion.
And they're broke.
Right.
We spent more money and we're broke. Makes sense, right?
So there's that as well. I'm moving right along.
The Steam box is going to be a big deal, bro.
I wonder what the price is going to be. I'm being serious. I will buy that instead of another computer if that's what it is.
It depends.
Well,
it depends.
Are they going to optimize the games, or are they just going to keep it for what it is? The average person from Steam's own data is on a 3060, which I'm on my computer right now with a 3060. That's the average person. The majority of the people that play games are on a 3060, right? 3060 Ti or 3060, 3050, right? Very, very few people are on the 50 series or whatever high end stuff. So if that's what the Steam Deck comes out at, or the Steam Machine comes out at, do I get another system and pay $1,800 or $2,000, or do I pay whatever the price is for this if it's under $1,000? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, the way that they keep talking about it, though, it's like a standardized PC,
right?
But when you talk that way, that would mean that people who are programming PCs now would have to accommodate that players have this, right? If first of all, we don't even know how many they have, right? We don't know if it's a limited run. You know what I mean? Like, are they gonna make it to where it's a limited run and everyone runs out and buys them because it's the cheapest thing to get because everything else is out of control? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of stuff can happen now this year. A lot of stuff can happen. The scalpers might be going after this thing now. You know what I mean?
100% they will. What I'm interested in seeing is, because I said this a couple weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, I said they might. The guy himself, one of the designers, said, no, we're going to price it around the same price as you would comparable for that type of PC era, the entry point.
Well, you'd have to, right?
I said they go lower.
They have to undercut.
I say go lower to get them hot off the shelves and people buy them, right? Because once they buy it, they're in your ecosystem, right? And if you're in your ecosystem, you're going to make your money back. Just think about this. Let's say they sell 10 million of these.
I'm buying a PC that doesn't have a disk drive.
Correct. And you're buying this. Let's say they undercut themselves. They lose a shit ton of money off of each one.
Yeah.
They're going to make the money back off of each of those things pretty fast.
Right, because because you're not buying the Steam box if you have a computer.
Correct.
Right? You're buying a Steam box because you want a console, but you can't afford the console.
You want people that have never had a PC that want to get into the PC with that for a cheaper price.
Exactly.
Right. If Steam comes in and lowers the price and gets a lot of people into the market with their box, they're going to make the money back off Steam Machine because you're going to build up your library, and they're not losing anything. They make profit off of every game that's sold.
We don't know how many units they have, and we don't know the price point. And if we find out either of those, the price goes up after the aftermarket. You know that's happening.
Yeah, Altair. But what I'm saying is, I understand the graphic or the GPUs and stuff, and the RAM are super high. I get that. We went over why I think they can make it at a loss, because each employee brings in like $1.5 million each, because they don't have that much overhead on them. So because they make so much money, they can eat that cost, still make profit.
Just like the other consoles did for years.
Which every console known to man up until 2008, 2015 was losing money on their consoles.
Everybody.
They could lose money on these consoles, and they can make that money back, because once they buy that machine, they're stuck in your ecosystem.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. They made $1.6 billion in December.
Like, let's say it's a $200 loss. You don't think that someone's going to buy $200 worth of games on Steam? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And think about the people. If they come in at a lower price, again, losing money, do you know how many people will be like, shit, I wasn't even interested in this thing. I'm going to buy one now. I'm going to buy two. Why not? I'm going to give one away, right? Like, if it comes out at like $600, $600 Steam machine is better than a $600 Xbox or PlayStation, in my opinion. You can play way more games and do way more stuff on that machine than you can on a PlayStation, right? Now you'll have the people go, well, 30, I like my 60 frames per second, the upscale and the ray tracing and stuff. Shut up, right? People care about price. And if that price is low enough, they will buy it like a stocking stuffer. They'll be like, oh, it's low enough. I'll buy it. I don't even need one. I'm going to buy one, right? And Steam goes, cool. Now we have all these new people have never been in Steam before. And the people that were in Steam, great. They have a new box they can put in their living room and still play their games on Steam.
Yeah,
I think they take a loss.
Because now
I'm not saying a massive loss, but they can take a loss.
Because now you can play your PC on your TV.
Right, which you could do now anyway if you really want to.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's not talked about that way.
Such a hassle.
Yeah. It's not talked about that way. Right.
I got to take this box and put it next to my TV, but instead I want to get this box and put it next to my TV. Oh, my God. Then I got to take this HDMI cable and plug it all the way over here. Oh, what am I going to do with the keyboard? Oh, I don't know what to do with the keyboard. Fucking people are ridiculous.
You know the first thing they're going to come up with, right? As soon as this thing launches, right, and it goes over well, they're going to come up with a thing that you put in your lap for a keyboard and mouse thing, like it's already been existing, but they're going to do like the gamer version.
The gamer one, version. Yeah,
the gamer version.
That's why you have the control pad with the touch pads and stuff like that.
Yep.
Well, here we have two PlayStation things, right? We have one PlayStation, right? PlayStation might be massively outselling Xbox hardware, but user engagement may tell a different story. Why even Sony can't ignore Xbox shooter audience. Okay, so the shooter audience on Xbox, they're saying, over the years has been trained so much they actually like playing shooters more on Xbox than they do on PlayStation, because PlayStation
allegedly.
Well, that's they're saying. Okay,
sure.
So as I scroll down here, because this is where it gets into the thing, it says paints a picture of Xbox platform punches above its weight class with heavily engaged users willing to turn up in droves for games that interested them. Okay, initially it became curious about when the PlayStation itself decided to launch Helldivers 2 on Xbox. If Xbox is doing so badly, okay, and then often to claim, why would Sony itself want to publish a game on Xbox? Right, if Xbox is such a shittier platform, why would you move that game over there? It's because people like shooting games on Xbox. So you look at this, and this is the shooter percentage sales per platform, okay? So Xbox is pink, PlayStation's black. I don't know why they would do this. Why don't you just put green and blue? I don't know what we're doing here. Anyway, sale percentage is 20% of Arc Raider people that are playing Arc Raiders right now are on Xbox, and 23% are on PlayStation. Now, obviously, there's 80 million, 85 million PlayStations out there, but only 23% of those are playing Arc Raiders, where there's only 38 million Xboxes, and 22% of them, or 20%, are playing that. Borderlands, same thing, 20%, and then you got about 25% on PlayStation, and then Apex, you got about 26, 27%, and you got about 30% with Apex.
It's still close. It's still close.
Sure, but a lot closer. But if you look at the single player action RPGs on sale per platform, this is what you would think, that because PlayStation has so many more people,
makes more sense.
2.5 times more, that this is what it would be. So Elden Ring 20%, and they're up to almost 40%.
Yeah, that makes more
Kingdom
sense.
Come Deliverance is at what is that 9%? And then
But no one likes
20%.
single player games, bro. But no one likes single player games.
Right.
Remember that.
Hogwarts, you got 15%, and then you got 40% for Hogwarts Legacy. So I think this is what you'll see the comparison of Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out for PlayStation, because they're going to be the marketing and stuff like that. So you'll see this discrepancy on PlayStation. But it is interesting. All right, it is interesting. It says the data on the games of Elden Ring, Hogwarts, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 show up far more in line with the install base gap. Elden Ring players base in twice as big as PlayStation, for example, and Hogwarts Legacy's base is even bigger. I think this reflects the fact that PlayStation focuses on action games, RPGs, and / movie games, and also younger audience has also helped maintain the broader ownership of genres. Microsoft has been working incredibly hard to win back the RPG franchises. I would love to know the stats, Sarge, because the next thing I'm going to talk about is the PlayStation patent, which is this thing right here. Sony patents an AI technology that can also play the game for you. I wonder how many of those people that play those RPG action games on PlayStation don't finish the games, right? They play them, they buy them, but they don't finish them. And I wonder how many of those people will use this thing to complete the game for them.
Yeah, but we already know that based on the trophies that people play a game for like an hour or two. They bought an $80 game.
First chest, it's like 3%. You're like,
how is it possible?
Right.
How is it possible for the trophy to say you've opened you found the first secret weapon in the game or first thing in the game, and you know that's only like 10 minutes in?
It should be like 99%.
It should be 99%.
Yeah.
So you're telling me someone buys a game, plays it for 5 minutes, and then says, "I'm done with this," but you spent $80 anyway. Like that still counts,
right?
How does that work? How?
I don't know, but I think this is stupid, by the way. This was stupid 3 years ago when we talked about it. It's still stupid today when we're talking about it. I'm not going to give it much time. It's an AI technology that lets a game, and it completes the game for you if you're having problems. Or it'll do a tutorial for you to show you how.
Playing my game. Right? I want to play the game. That's why I bought it.
I don't understand why you buy $80 game to then, obviously, this is not going to be a free thing. This is going to be part of a, if you own maybe like PlayStation Plus Premium or something like that, be like, hey, since you're a member, you too can get the help that you need.
There's a data cap on you using the AI to pick the game for you. Even better. Even better.
Right? It's like you can only unlock it if you own everything that PlayStation owns. So you have to have a PlayStation VR 2 and you have to have a portal. Otherwise, you can't access this. Right? It's just, I think it's silly. Right? I understand people have less time and they can't complete a game or whatnot, but literally you can look up a tutorial on how to finish the game and do it yourself instead of going, hey, PlayStation, can you play this game for me? All right, thanks. And you walk off and go do something else, right? While it's playing the game for you. I don't care what anyone says. That makes no sense. You're like, I'm a gamer, man. I love games. How many games did you complete? Well, me personally, I've completed 0. But my AI technology, I've got 350 games underneath my belt. Did you see my score? My score is awesome. Like, the fuck are we talking about?
How do you justify any of the trophies or any of the things inside the game if the AI did it for you?
AI completed it for me. Yeah. It should have an asterisk next to it, like
it would have to.
You didn't complete it.
Yeah,
right. So you get like a fraction of the point.
What happens if people figure out how to fuck around with your AI character in like the games that you farm all the time and they steal shit from your AI character? How about that?
Right. Well, sorry. Right? What about if you go from that to this? Well, that's the wrong one. This, okay, which is this fucking thing. This is also. I'm not even going to play the music or anything.
Oh, the Coke, the Coke can thing.
This is the Coke can next to your bed that judges you on the way you dress or what you're playing. Right? It's hey there, Starch. What are you going to wear today? You're going to wear that? What do you mean you're going to wear that?
You know what I noticed in the first whole 30 seconds of this? He never talked to it once.
He never talks to her.
He just listens to her talk to him.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't listen. I couldn't listen to that thing for more than 30 seconds. I would throw it out the fucking window.
This is the person that's like, I'm going to buy an $80 game. I'm going to pay for $300 for this fucking thing. I don't know what the price is, right? And I'm going to have this thing programmed to tell my PlayStation when to complete the game for me. See you guys later. I'm going to work, right? Like, because I need to buy more games for you to play.
Right. So now they make the game more complicated on purpose because they know AI is running the game for you.
Yeah, it's got to trick farming. The AI.
Yeah, it's got to trick the AI into farming for you. Yeah. So the game is being played more. So then they can say, look how many hours people are playing this game. Right. That's what they're going to go by. They're going to go by hours played. right? That's how they're going to make that's how they're going to make sales pitches.
It-
Bro, our
it's
new game
so-
came out, 7 billion hours played. It's the best game
Yeah,
ever, and
it's so
everyone
s-
just got their AI
it's
playing
so
it. Like
silly.
what nonsense, bro?
It's so
Fucking
silly.
nonsense.
All right, what else we got here going on? What time is it? We got a quarter till. We have Arc Raider stuff, but I don't really feel like talking about the Arc Raider stuff. It's just more. Let's see.
Well, you know, the guy avatar would be clothesless, Mr. Z. That's how they, you know. If you like the guy avatar, he's going to be in a bikini, right? That's what he's going to be in.
So Blizzard's next game, Sarge, supposedly, is Blizzard's reportedly revealed a StarCraft shooter from former Far Cry boss later this year. Now, is this a hero shooter? Is this
too late?
is this Overwatch but in Starfield? Like, what's happening here? Like, who knows? According to a new report,
It's
Windows
the Ghost
Central
game
claims
that they canceled. It's the Ghost game they canceled like 8 years ago. They're going to bring it back. They're going to bring it back.
It says StarCraft is likely the headline at the September event alongside the new expansion of Diablo 4 and World of Warcraft. The existence and the development of StarCraft shooter was the first report of last year, and Bloomberg's journalist Jason Schreier book Play Nice, Rise, Fall, and Future Blizzard Entertainment. According to the book, the project is being led by ex-Far Cry boss Dan Hay, who also left Ubisoft in 2021 after a decade in Montreal studio. He was also created overseeing a Far Cry series.
He got out just in time. He got out just in time.
Then later last year, Blizzard began advertising job roles for upcoming open world shooter game, which also could be related to the StarCraft project. If true, it would also mark at least the third time that Blizzard's attempt to create a StarCraft shooter following the canceled project of StarCraft Ghost and Ares, right? So this is the third time try to boot it back up.
They're gonna put Kerrigan in a skin-tight armored suit with a giant sniper rifle and put her on the cover, and that's how they're gonna try to sell it.
That's it. Third time's the charm, maybe. Who knows?
Yep. Kerrigan the sniper. It's gonna be. Hey, I know what it's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be like Nintendo Samus Metroid game, except it's gonna be a female sniper with all these badass moves you can do. Same thing, same type of thing. Where she's a badass. She goes after the whatever, like the futuristic terrorism guys in space, the space terrorists, and they have to go after them. That's what's gonna be. Hey, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Listen. If you pissed away every IP you've ever had, you have to go back to the ones that you already canceled because you told everybody to stop making those games and make my revenue games, right? And now the revenue games don't work, so you have to go back to the pile and pull off the corpse and bring it back to life because that's the only thing they got left. Let's go. Ghost shooter. Let's go.
Yeah. No, Eric. Yeah, that like the end of the thing says that it's the third time. Third time's the charm. So James Bond, 007 Light is coming out. First Light coming out, and it got delayed by 2 months because when we watched, we did a breakdown of the entire frame by frame of the whole thing they showed. I was like, something looks off about it. People are like, no, it looks great, 30. It looks great. I'm like, no, there's something off about it. I don't like the way it moves. It just doesn't seem right. Well, they delayed it, and now they come out with these specs, right? So if you want this game to play, well, we'll see, because it wasn't optimized very well when they showed it.
Show me the specs. Show me the
Okay,
specs.
so here's the Interactive announced official PC specs for the upcoming 007 First Light. Minimum specs. These are the minimum specs, Sarge. Okay. Intel Core i5 9500, AMD Ryzen 5 3500, graphics cards NVIDIA GTX 1660, AMD RX 5700, and Intel decreased GPU equivalent. RAM is 16 gigs, video RAM 8 gigs, storage is 80 gigs minimum, and resolution is 1080p at 30 frames per second. Okay,
of course it is.
Right there, everyone's like,
of course it is. Right.
Right, fucking like the 30 frames per second. They're already out. Now, recommended is Intel Core i5 1305, Ryzen 5 7600, graphics card NVIDIA 3060 Ti, 6700 AMD, 32 gigs of RAM. That's a lot of RAM, guys. Can you afford that? Okay, video RAM is 12 gigs of RAM.
That's
storage 8 gigs minimum.
That's a kidney right there.
Resolution is 1080p at 60 frames per second. If you were going,
recommended you give a kidney.
Yeah. Recommended $4,000 PC just to play First Light, right? So there you go. There's the specs. Minimum specs, 30 frames per second, right? So what do you think is going to run on on PlayStation and Xbox? Do you think it's gonna run here?
I don't know.
Do you think it's gonna run the 30 frames per second over here?
Well, we know it's going to be 30 for sure. I forget what the specs are for the
PlayStation Pro will probably be this.
Yeah.
PlayStation Pro will be 60 frames, right?
You think so?
But
you think so? You
I
think PlayStation Pro
would hope so.
Well,
I would
hoping
hope so.
hoping is different than do you think.
Well, no, I didn't look. I don't have a PlayStation 5 Pro. I don't have a PlayStation 5, but people are like, I got a PlayStation 5 Pro. Hopefully, they can get this game to play 60 frames per second. Obviously, it'll be like 54 frames per second, but right. So, chat? Do you think it'll be 60 frames per second on the regular PlayStation 5 and the Xbox?
I mean,
and stable.
Well, you're asking too many questions.
We'll find out. We'll find out in just a couple of months.
You're asking too many questions now. I don't know about stable.
So it looked off when we watched it, right? And that's just the optimization of the game. The game itself looked off because I was like, okay, it's James Bond, which is not James Bond, but it looks like James Bond, but it doesn't look like James Bond. It doesn't feel like James Bond. It just feels like Uncharted modern day. You know what I mean? Like the next new Uncharted. Yeah, it doesn't look unoptimized. It is unoptimized, right? It doesn't look unoptimized. It is unoptimized. Hence why they delayed the game 2 months so they can optimize it. Remember, they were going to release that in March. They're not releasing it now till May. And even when it comes out in May, it's not going to be optimized.
Rest assured.
Rest assured. Right? So just make sure no pre-order, no day one, no full price for a half-ass game. All right. You heard it here first. All right. So there's the first.
You hear it here every day. Every day you hear this.
And every day you'll hear it first. Netflix is doing a Scooby-Doo show, Sarge. They're doing Netflix Scooby-Doo live action series. Begins filming this April 2026 and possible new title and synopsis.
But is it going to be done?
How many race changes?
Like a teen drama.
How many race changes are they doing?
All of them.
Okay. The dog, Maltese.
He's going to be a white.
He's going to be a Maltese. Is he going to be a bulldog?
A white labradoodle. A white labradoodle. Yeah. Yeah.
What's
white
labradoodle. Happen to Scooby?
Right. White labradoodle. Velma's black and a lesbian. Daphne is bi. Fred is gay, and he's Mexican. Like, they're going to have to change everybody and everything.
Scooby will be a cat, Dupla says.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that.
If they did it like a One Tree Hill, bro, and be more like a teen drama.
I bet you that's what they're going to do.
Instead of doing that cartoony thing they did with the original show where it's all that ridiculous CGI stuff, like if you actually want to do like a show about Scooby-Doo,
remember
you know what I mean?
Who ran the Velma show? Was that Netflix?
Good point, Dopeless. I forgot about that. Good point.
Shaggy will be trans.
Yeah.
Who ran the Velma show? Was that HBO? It was HBO, right? Oh my God, it was HBO. HBO ran the Velma show.
Yep.
Where it was like not even close to Scooby-Doo. Anyway, well, Netflix is also reportedly only wants to keep movies in theaters for 17 days after it buys.
17 days.
I called this. I said
17 days.
Right? They're like, oh yeah, no, we want to keep it in theaters. I was like, they're going to do the least amount of days possible, which is 3 weekends. Okay. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then boom, it's 2 full weeks, but 3 weekends. Okay. Yep. And it comes out on the streaming services. The movie industry's done.
I don't think so, bro. The actors are going to freak out, dude. The actors are going to freak out, man.
Look, they're going to go where the money is.
Yeah, but they're not getting paid. They're not getting paid millions of dollars to do fucking movies on.
You don't have to tell
Netflix.
me. Netflix fucking screwed us over when behind the scenes, behind the camera, they screwed us over because they wanted
so you
a
think
6 week show.
You think that
or
all
a
the
6 month show done in 6 weeks.
Right. So you think all the actors are going to just take an 80% pay cut and be okay with it?
Just like customers in video games, right? You're like, I'm not buying digital. And they're like, well, we're not.
No, I'm not talking about the customer. I'm talking about the guys who actually make the movies.
No, I understand that. This is what I'm telling you. You think the customers, all right, are not going to buy digital because they're like, oh, well, we're not going to sell you physical, so you have to buy digital. When the actors are like, no, I'm not doing this for a pay cut. They're like, well, Netflix owns the largest catalog of biggest studio now, and it's the most popular thing out there. Well, guess what? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? You going to work for Disney? Bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb that's happening at Disney, right? They used to dominate the movie industry. Not anymore. Okay. Nope. Zootopia is doing well. Avatar is doing
not going to make up for it, though.
Yeah. Where are these guys going to go? They're going to have to take so instead of working one movie a year, now they got to work 3 Netflix specials for the year to get the same amount of money they would have gotten if they did one project, right? That's what's going to happen, because that's what Netflix does. That's what happened to me behind the scenes, where I worked for a show and it would take 6 months to do a show, 22 episodes or whatever it was. Netflix wanted that same show, but they wanted to pay you for 6 weeks of work. 6 weeks, not 6 months, 6 weeks for the same amount of job you would have done in 6 months in that same time frame. That's the way Netflix does. That's why Netflix does 8 episodes, 10 episodes, or whatever it is. This is why they wait 2-3 years to do in between new seasons and stuff like that, right? They are going to destroy, right? Because now if Netflix has WB, they put it in theaters, they make a little bit of money there. They don't care, because now they're going to make the money. It's almost like going to DVD rentals or DVD sales, right?
Yeah, but how much money are you going to make? You got 4 people living in the house. You're only paying the monthly thing. You're not getting the movie ticket price. I don't understand how that works. How is that going to work for them?
Well, they're going to make the money for the people that want to go to theaters. It's still like the theaters. They're going to make the money off them. And then Batman 2, if it comes out, if they own WB, Batman 2 comes out. Okay, they're already hyping it up. Sebastian Stan might be Two-Face in the next Batman, right? So now Batman 2 is in WB, and they're like, oh, I'll wait for it, but I don't own Netflix. So your options are, do I pay $15 to go to the movies, or do I pay $15 for Netflix to watch it 17 days later, right? Yes, they're making less money if you're in a family of 4, but if you want to go see it in theaters, you're going to go watch the theater. And
that's crazy, man.
How
is that going to work, man?
To save the theaters, this number has to go up way higher. This has to go back up to 90 days if they want to save the industry. Or, like I've said in the past, they have to make a completely different version, like a longer version, right? Like, for instance, they're talking about the next Avenger movie right now is 3 hours and 45 minutes long, right?
Yeah, but who's sits in the theater for that long?
Exactly. So the early adopters for like electronics and stuff, the big fans will go to the theater, watch it for 3 hours and 45 minutes. But then when you watch it on TV, maybe it's not 3 hours and 40 minutes. You get the TV version. You know what I'm saying? Where they cut it out and it's shorter. So it makes people go to theaters. That's the only way I see them getting people back into theaters.
There's gonna have to be some kind of pushback somewhere, man. I don't see how Hollywood's just gonna sit down and take it. I don't see how they're gonna do it. They're the ones that make the movies. They're the ones that make the movie.
The mystery
machine. Those are the faces.
Electric.
Those are the faces that you hire to get people to watch the movie. Otherwise, what the hell am I paying for? Right? That's the whole idea. So I just can't fathom how a movie star getting paid $8 million a movie or $10 million a movie, all of a sudden getting paid $150,000 for a movie. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. That's how it is now.
Yeah, because the only way I can think, I don't know if they do contracts like this, but let's say you do a Netflix movie and Netflix says, okay, we'll pay you $1 million, whatever you make, right? It's a big star, but they only make $1 million instead of $5 million or whatever it is. And then they go, if this many people watch the film,
that's like a Metacritic score.
But that's exactly it. That's how they would get paid their points on it. They wouldn't get points like they did in the theaters anymore. They would get points based on the amount of people that have subscribers that watch it for the opening weekend or the first 2 weekends or whatever the hell it is. Right? Crazy, that's what they would have to do.
That's so crazy.
We shall see what happens with Netflix. And I'll tell you what, I don't think Scooby-Doo is going to be a big success, but who knows, especially if they make it. Have you seen what they're doing with the new Star Trek? It's like CW.
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to end with a heart palpitation. The poster alone sent me into a tizzy. Right? The poster alone is the exact poster from One Tree Hill, bro.
Yep.
That's why I brought up One Tree Hill before, because that's the picture in my head. If you bring up the One Tree Hill poster and bring up the Star Trek poster, put them side by side.
Okay, let me see.
And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
One Tree Hill.
Yeah, poster. Yeah. They destroyed everything we grew up with. They don't They don't know
It,
shit.
it literally,
It's One Tree Hill.
it's the exact same.
I'm not lying to you.
Hold on, I gotta bring this up.
I'm not lying to you. Like that's the creativity we're dealing with. Like,
Hold on, let me get this.
they're gonna put an overweight female Jeb Hadar in Starfleet Academy. A Jeb Hadar is basically, how can I explain this to you? A Jeb Hadar in Star Trek is like a Neo Sapien. It's somebody who's actually grown. Like they grow them biologically with genes and everything. And so they're supposed to be like the best of their species. And so going to Starfleet Academy is a fat, overweight female Jeb Hadar. Does that make any fucking sense? And she's a teacher. And here's the best part, Mike. She teaches phys ed. The fat female Jeb Hadar teaches phys ed at Starfleet Academy. Does that make any fucking sense at all? At all. It doesn't make sense.
All right.
They don't know shit, bro. They
All right,
don't know shit.
They're not clear, but here it is. Here's the Starfleet Academy. Okay, here's the Starfleet Academy, and here is One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill, Starfleet Academy.
It's
One Tree Hill, Starfleet Academy.
just get your rainbow flags out, kids. We're going to watch a Star Trek show.
Oh
What are
my
we talking
god!
about? What are we talking about?
Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can't make this shit up, dude.
People.
This show,
1, 2, 3, 4,
is gonna
5.
crash and burn.
Well, see, Sarge, it's different because there's 6 people here and there's 5 people here. It's different.
Well, that's because one of them's made up. That's why. One of those people is made up completely.
Oh, in the Star Trek, yeah. All right, chat. We're gonna bring up the. If you have a question, you can put your Q in front of your question, and we'll have Q&A.
How many bad shows do you have to have before you're eliminated from your job? How many bad shows?
I mean, if you fuck up at your work, whatever you do right now, how many times can you fuck up before you lose your job?
2 or 3 at max. Max.
I would say it's less for shows, right? So if it's 2 or 3, because if you fuck up a show, that's a lot of money you fucked up.
Yeah,
right.
It is a lot of money,
right? If
you hired the writers, and you hired them. Yeah.
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 It's gonna be interesting.
You chose them. These are the writers I want working on my show. We're gonna have a great time at Starfleet Academy. It's gonna be such a blast. It's gonna be a combination of One Tree Hill and Boy Meets World. It's gonna be awesome. With laser guns. With laser guns.
Lately, you get promoted. If you fuck up, you get promoted. Yeah. If you fuck up, you get promoted. You're like, hey, you're management material. pull it up, Jay Prosy. What am I putting up?
You want to see the posters? You didn't see the posters?
Oh, just rewind. I already took them down.
Absolute.
It's my water bear.
Absolute chaos.
I'm trying to see if we have other things. There's other stories. Like I said, it's like Arc Raider stuff. I'm just kind of tired of talking about the same shit. So close to each other. You know what I mean? Well, like there's a cheating problem going on in Arc Raiders right now.
Cheating problem? Really?
Yeah.
What's the cheating?
Really,
getting into the PvE servers? What?
No. There's cheating? Wall hacks and
little wiggle. Are they doing the wiggle?
Worse. Yeah. No. I've seen some footage. It's crazy.
Is it PC or console?
I probably mostly like it be PC. I would assume. I'm not too sure if it's on console, but
we're back to the wiggle.
When the majority of the people playing the game are on PC and it's crossplay,
we're doing
the
shut off
crossplay. Yeah, do the wiggle and that's it. Yeah. Let me see what else. Oh, Arc Raiders sales estimated hits 12 million units. That's from their own words. And they also apparently the amount of people that play, 53% of the people that are playing Arc Raiders are on PC. And then it's super close. It's like 23-25% on PlayStation / Xbox. So what else we got? Embark Boss says that the Arc Raiders $40 price tag was inspired by the likes of Helldivers 2. We'd rather make people feel like it's totally worth $40. I felt the same way about Towerborne when we were reading the article. Like Towerborne was like, you know what? instead of free to play and keeping it on doing the thing, they're like, why don't we just make it $25? I think it's worth it. Makes it feel like it's more worth it. You know, it's like a 20-hour campaign or something like that for Towerborne, 20, 30 hours total, like for the game. So I think that's a fair price. Look, you said it earlier in the show, and I've said it in the past. If Grand Theft Auto comes down to $60, right? Like other people are going to have a hard time competing with that. $40 feels like a really good price.
It's normal. It's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 more days till the Anthem ends. Oh, that means next week we can play Vagoda because Anthem will be dead. Yep, Anthem will be done. And then we can also do it for High Guard the week after. It's gonna be great.
Was there even an ending to that game?
Anthem?
Yeah,
there was a story. Yeah, there was a story, but they never completed the Colossus. Like all the weapons weren't in for the Colossus. I don't know if they've ever put it in, but Colossus, like the bigger mech guy, he never got the full gear set. At least when I played. Because I maxed them all out, and you couldn't get a legendary gear. The gear set wasn't there for him. Maybe they put it in later, but I was done playing by then.
Yeah, but nobody gave a shit at that point.
And nobody gives a shit. And that's too much.
That's their MO, hero. That's their MO. Yeah. Make promises, sell it half-ass, collect your money, and move on. That's it. That's the game.
I have a video that I did on this channel that we are the problem. Like gamers are the problem.
You keep buying
it. You keep buying games day one. You keep pre-ordering these games. Look, people are upset that Elder Scrolls Online is still being. If you want Elder Scrolls 6, stop playing Elder Scrolls. If you want Grand Theft Auto 6, stop playing Grand Theft Auto 5. If you want a sequel to something, you gotta stop playing the thing that's still making money for them. They're like, hey, this is still making money. They're like, all right, cool. Then we'll just keep it there because they're
right. We don't have to do anything.
Satisfied.
Right. We don't have to do anything.
We're our worst enemy. Stop it. I'm doing my part. I'm not buying these games. I'm not buying Battlefield 6. I'm not buying Call of Duty. I'm not buying all these. I'm not doing it. We should rearrange this whole Q&A thing. It should be when Krebsy asks Sarge and 30 questions. That's what it should be. Because Krebsy's the only one that asks questions. Everybody else.
I think Krebsy asked Grok to ask the questions. I gotta be honest.
Jesse says no older ones buying it day one like us 30 and
I don't buy shit day one anymore. You guys have a tumor that you need removed. Like it's Tuesday, game's coming out. On Friday, it'll still be the same.
Yep.
And you'll know more because they'll know if the game sucks or not because someone will play it and tell you about it. Why pay the money for you to tell yourself that the game sucks? I don't understand. Let somebody else do it. Right? Battlefield is fucking 35% off. It's ridiculous.
40% off.
I'm sorry. 40% off. Mental.
All right. Ubisoft. I don't care about. I talked about Ubisoft.
You mentioned it, but I looked it up. Did you see all the stuff they're releasing and changing for Elder Scrolls Online? I think they're about to do a Star Wars Galaxies, bro. I think they're about to do a Star Wars Galaxies.
I think look, the game is 12 years. 12 years.
I got it.
Like they don't need to support that game anymore.
They're trying to do a refresh and they're going to throw it into the toilet. All the stuff they have written down that they want to do.
I think the refresh will get it another 2 years. It'll get another 2 years out of it.
I don't know, man. It's a delicate balance of people who like the game. The ones who are in the game right now like the game. If you change all the shit that they say they're going to change, and they say it's supposed to be for the better, and we all know what happens after. It happens to every MMO when they do this, every single time. I don't understand why they want to do all these changes. It's almost like the entire upper management of whoever's running the game decided we're going to redo everything. They're going to change everything. Like the whole model changed.
I mean, it's pretty sad when you look at it and go, well, it took them 12 years to put a battle pass inside of Elder Scrolls, right? Like everyone's doing a battle pass, but it took them 12 years. And they're like, oh, like we didn't need a battle pass, but people are like, oh, you know how they make this game better? Put a battle pass in there. So everything will be free for going forward once that launches. There's some things in that game that the updates sound good, right? But
everything always sounds good, bro. But
I went back the other day.
How long things it takes to implement things and for them to work is the issue.
if you're a person that's just playing the story, I think you can go back and play the story, and I think it's fine. If you're going back in for like end game and grind and do all this other stuff, I mean, if you've never played it in 12 years, give it a shot. But if you've played it, I don't think it's worth going back. I don't. There's just so many. There's just so many games. There's so many games, right? For instance, Eclipse is playing Destiny for the first time. That game is 11 years old. He's going to try. He's playing it now for the first time 11 years after it came out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to buy a new game. You can go enjoy an 11, 12, 15, 20-year-old game, and they're perfectly fine.
Yeah, because they're optimized and they work.
Right.
They're optimized and they work.
All right. Let's go to Q&A. All right.
What do you mean by interesting builds, Dupless? An interesting build is something that's OP and everything has to be bland because everything has to be on the same level. Otherwise, everyone would be the same thing. You know what I mean?
That's why they're
it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard to have a badass build when everybody has to be milk toast, right? I have an awesome build, but I'm doing the same damage as everybody else. So what is it about the character that you like to play? The rhythm of the moves? After a while, I get bored anyway.
Everyone can agree. Krebsy will agree. Alternate will agree. All they had to do to make this better was fix the combat.
Yeah.
Make the combat feel better. Right? And everyone would have came back. You didn't need to add things, battle pass this, new free content that. All you had to do was make the combat better. That's it. Done. All this, oh yeah, you should do this, not this, do that. No. Just make the combat better. Everybody like, did you see what they did to Elder Scrolls Online? They fucking fixed the attacks and stuff. You'd be like, oh my God, it's amazing, right? Like, I don't understand if they're listening to people, who are they listening to? All you do is make the combat system better. Done.
Well, that's
12 more years of people playing the game.
But that's one of the things they're going to fix out of the 100 things they're going to.
No, they're building combat, but they're not visually fixing the combat. They're visually fixing things in the game, and they're fixing the combat per the characters in the game, but they're not changing the combat. The combat's still going to feel sucky and shitty, all right? But they're fixing the combat of.
Did I misread that? I thought yes. They were redoing the combat system.
Yeah, they're not fixing the combat, like visually the combat, to make it feel better. They're changing the combat of each of the heroes and characters so they feel better, but they're not changing the actual style of the combat. Like, hell, all you got to do is put like a combat of like New World into Elder Scrolls Online, and people will be like, this is amazing. But that's not what they're doing.
Yeah, I think they're about to have their Star Wars Galaxies moment, bro.
Alternate says, yeah, just make the combat better. I have like 5 DLCs that I have not touched because I fall asleep. Yeah, the combat's bad. It's bad, but it is what it is, right? All right. So the first question comes from Waterbury. Says, sorry I'm late. Late as hell, working on a second job, forgot my headphones. But what early 2026 titles are you guys looking forward to playing, if any? Early? I don't know what's coming out early. Here,
everything got pushed.
I'm looking to play. Well, I'm interested to see Fable. If Fable comes out, I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm interested in Fable. I like Fable, right? I don't know what they're doing with that. I'm interested in Forza Horizon 6. It's a fun game. 5 was, 4 was. So I'm interested in those. American Truck Simulator coming to console. I don't know when that comes out. It's supposed to come out in 2026. I'm interested in that. There's another game coming out. There's one more game coming out. Oh, I'm interested in actually early. We're talking next week. Hytale. Hytale's coming out, Water. I'm interested. It's the Minecraft, the people that make Hypixel for mods inside of Minecraft. They're coming out with Hytale. I'm interested in that, seeing what that is for early. What about you, Sarge?
There's nothing that's new that's coming out that I want to play, but I do want to go out and buy a copy of the one that got the award, the nomination for the awards, the medieval one. I get 2 or 3 of them confused. The names confuse me. It's not Crusader Kings. It's the other medieval one that came out. That
King's Crusade. No,
there's 3 or 4 games that all look the same to me, but the names are different.
Is it a real, like a
Crusaders,
real
it's not Crusader Kings. It's the fucking game that got the Kingdom Come Deliverance. Thank you.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. Did you ever play the first one?
A little bit.
If you, Sarge, you could buy Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2, and we would never see you again for the next like 3 years because
But that's why
those two games.
But that's why I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
But in the beginning of the year, nothing's going on. Nothing I am interested in, so I'll go buy that.
Okay. Krebsy says, if an Arc Raiders /show/movie, I don't know why I put the slash before, was to be made, would you want it to be live action or animated? I would.
Well, considering the movie industry is going to be in the shitter and Netflix is going to own everything, I think animated. Right?
Yeah,
if we were going to go back to full-blown budgeted movies, then I would say live action.
I said this with Helldivers. I would like a live action Helldivers, but make it where it's like the Love Boat, where they bring on celebrities all at different time. They just keep dying. They're new soldiers.
That would be hilarious.
Right. They're new soldiers. So you have to do live action. And they just die.
You don't know which stars will actually make it to the next episode because everyone always dies.
Right. I've said this in the past.
That would be great.
Arc Raiders, I think, should be animated. I think it should be animated, an animated style of maybe
Clone Wars.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was going to say, what if
Clone Wars animation
with Marvel? But yeah, the Clone Wars, but Arc Raiders like Clone Wars, that might be interesting.
I like that animation.
All right,
that would be good.
Next one, do you see State of Decay 3 at Dev Direct?
That's really a good idea. Helldivers could be like the Love Boat. You have new guys every week.
Months and months ago.
You have new guys every week, but you don't know who's going to die.
You bring a new celebrity,
but they don't always die.
No.
So
you never know who's going to die.
But you never know who's going to die.
Yeah,
right.
They just constant rotation. So like Tom Cruise shows up at the show, and you're like, oh my god, Tom Cruise in the show, and he dies in 3 seconds, right? Because they can't afford him or whatever, right?
Right.
You're like, damn it, right? The next one's like Jack Black, and he comes in, and maybe he lasts like half the episode, and then he dies. And you just keep getting celebrities that come in, and you have the core group, but you have the one noob that comes in every match, but it's a super celebrity that dies in like 3 seconds. It would be pretty funny.
Yeah, that'd be. But the story's good. But you're turning in you're turning the superstar into the clown moment.
Correct. You would use that position. So if a new movie's coming out, right? A new movie's coming out,
right?
They're
you would use them
promoting the movie without promoting the movie,
right?
Right. Like the next Mission Impossible's coming out. Tom Cruise on the thing, he dies, and then Mission Impossible comes out a couple weeks later. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that thing.
Yeah, I can see that. That's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah, that's what they should do.
And they only do 10 episodes a season.
Sure.
That's it. You can do short.
You can have multiple celebrities come in.
Sure, but you don't. And people bet to see who lives and who dies. Like your friends would be betting.
Best part, it could be like almost like a subculture of like. Remember when the claymation boxing on MTV? What was that show called?
The claymation box.
The boxing match, the wrestling matches, the claymation.
Oh, yeah.
What was that called?
Oh my god, it was on MTV.
Yeah, what was that called? Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah. Did you know that MTV's finally done? Did you know it died completely before the end of the year?
I thought MTV was done 20 years ago.
No, it died last year. That was the last year.
Yeah. So you make Helldivers like Celebrity Deathmatch, sort of, right? Where it's fun. You just bring in celebrities, right? And then you just kill them off, and you bring in anybody, like, and people would like it because they hate certain celebrities. So you bring in like the Kardashians, and the Kardashians are like part of the thing. They show their face for 3 seconds, and then they get murdered. And you're like, yeah, right? You want other people, and it would rotate on itself because people would vote, tell people like, oh, you should put this person on Celebrity Deathmatch. They would get like D-listers and C-listers, and they would make them claymation. You do that for Helldivers. That's what you do. All right. So do we see State of Decay 3 at the Dev Direct? Thing got announced in 2020. I still think the surprise game that they're going to show, if they show one, is the DLC for Starfield. That's what I think it is. I don't think they show State of Decay 3. If anything, it might be the Halo. I don't know. What do you think, Sarge? Do they show State of Decay 3?
State of Decay 3 will come out during Halloween. They're going to wait. They'll wait as long as they can.
But they can wait as long. But do you think they're going to show it in the direct in 2 weeks.
No, I don't think they'll show it. What will they show? What hasn't been around?
Well, they have the Halo remake that they said they're going to do, and it's coming out for PlayStation. They've got E-Day that they can show.
Yeah, E-Day.
But I think all the stuff they're showing this year, or in this direct, comes out this year. I don't know if E-Day is
supposed to come out or guaranteed to come out.
It's supposed to come out this year.
I'm hoping for a Beyond Good and Evil 2. Yeah.
Well, that's not Xbox though. That's Ubisoft.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. They're going to release for everybody. Everything that you think is labeled for like one system or the other is wrong now. It's coming out.
Okay, the next one is, what do you think about the price will be for the new Witcher 3 expansion, and would you play it or watch Co? I was thinking about it because I heard that they're coming out with an expansion.
30.
I'm gonna say $20. $20 for the expansion.
Prices are up 30.
I'll still say 20.
We'll see.
And I'll probably watch Co play it because I still haven't played the original. So why would I play the expansion if I haven't even played the original? But after playing Red Dead Redemption, I was thinking about maybe I should jump into Witcher and play it for like a month or something like that on stream. Next one, Krebsy. Why does it seem that people are so obsessed with making a humanoid robot? Isn't the point of robots to make things more efficient?
Because people feel more comfortable around robots when they look like them. That's why. That's the whole
It's going to be weird if you fuck a box, right? So you got to fuck a humanoid.
You're fucking
right?
boxes already. I don't know.
Yeah, they're fucking boxes. You don't want to fuck a box. You want to fuck
the first thing you showed on that CES thing was a fucking sex toy. It's the first thing you showed.
Yeah, let's be
it was
honest.
The first robot they showed was a sex toy. Like, okay, guys.
Yeah.
Like, this is still too hard, right, guys? I have to go buy an $800 thing that does this. That makes sense, right?
You gotta make sure that you're not, be like, are you fucking that robot? You see my robot? My robot's hot, right? that's what it is. It all comes down to that. No, but I think for certain things it's efficient. Like they showed the espresso machine. It was a big giant robot, but it had 2 arms and it's just making espresso, right? That makes sense. It's just got the 2 arms, making espresso, puts it on the counter, done, right? You don't need a fucking human that walks around and is like, I'm going to make you I just hire a retarded guy to do the same thing that he's doing. And it would cost less. That robot making your coffee is like $100,000. You think you're going to pay the employee $100,000 in his lifetime that he's working at your coffee place? That's not going to happen. You just need an arm. And there's this, right? Give me that.
Yeah, but if there's an arm, they're gonna try to fuck the coffee maker. That's what's gonna happen.
You can't have humans work with robots.
You can't have an arm.
Right.
They're bored. You can't have that. They're bored.
They're like, you know what? I think I could fuck this robot.
Right, like the Big Bang Theory when he had the automatic arm. The first thing he did was try to use the arm to have it masturbate with, and then go to the hospital. Yep. Same thing. Same shit.
Oh man.
It's the first thing you think about. Oh, can I fuck this machine?
Yeah.
I could use this. I can fuck this machine. The first thing that comes to mind. $100,000 robot. You want to see if you can fuck it? That's the first thing that comes to mind. We're cooked, bro. We're fucking cooked.
Alter says, did you watch the new Game Plus show? What game caught your attention? I didn't, and I will be, so I can't answer the second part of the question because I didn't watch it, so I don't know what caught my attention.
For which one?
The show that happened.
Oh, I didn't even know that was on. I didn't even know it was 4 hours. I didn't even know it was on.
Yeah, 4 hours. I didn't even know it was on. 3 hours, 4 hours. I didn't even know it was on.
How am I supposed to fit that in now? I got to fit this in a couple of days. I got to watch a half an hour or so here and there.
That's what the robot said. How am I supposed to fit this in? Next one is, what robot from CES will you buy if you have to buy one?
The first one.
I mean, the one that you could fuck. I mean,
what else are you doing here? What kind of question are these?
That question was answered in the first part.
What kind of questions are these?
I mean, come on.
So pointless.
Come on, Altern. Altern says, did you see the small interview of Crimson Desert? Did you see the guy said that they will respect people's time? I did not watch that. I did not know that. I'll watch it now. I'll watch it and see what he says, but I can't answer any of that as well. And the last one is Dark Taco says, did you hear rumors are saying that NVIDIA is looking to manufacture an RTX 3060 again to counter the GPU RAM price hikes?
I'm not sure if you're countering anything, right?
But I have
you're making a card that you can actually sell to somebody?
Well, here's my problem with this, right? Here's my problem with this. Remember when 3060s came out and they were asking for $1,200 for the 3060s because they were out of stock and people were picking them up? and then I waited and waited and waited and waited, and I picked up mine for $350. Right? Yep. Are they coming out for $350, or are they going to go back up to $1,200?
Doubtful, right? The 3060 comes back out.
Yeah, because think about the scalpers. The scalpers are going to be like, hey, they're coming out with 3060s. Great. I'm going to buy them all up, and then I'm going to charge $1,200 because the Rant prices are extremely high. I mean, that's what's going to happen. The scalpers are going to buy all the rest. They're going to put them in,
And this is why I don't care, because I just assume that we're living in the Xbox 360 PS2 time frame. That's it. We're going to have the systems that we have for a longer period of time. We'll be fine. They're not going to be fine. If you're hoarding all the chips, not selling anything, waiting for them to build power plants so you can make your data center, trying to make money on something, good luck. Yeah. Good luck with that while I'm over here playing my games. If I get really bored, I'll buy the $150 thing that has 36,000 games on it and relive my entire childhood.
$50, right?
Right.
$50. Let me bring this up. Right?
36,000 games. Is that correct? 36,000? Is it too big? Was it? No, wait. It's not that big, right? It was to make 15,000 games or something, right? Or was it crazy?
No, it was way more than that.
I keep getting the ad on my phone. I'm about ready to buy one. I don't care. I want to see it work.
Where is this thing?
Taco, think about it, right? You remember, like, you're old enough to remember.
I see it all the time. I can't
Xbox
find
360. I don't know if you were here earlier in the show. Xbox 360 and PS2 we had for 11 years. Nobody complained. We got the best games we ever got because everything was optimized. You're threatening me with no upgrades for several years? I'm whatever, dude. You go ahead and do you. I got plenty of shit to play.
Yeah, I don't even know if this is a scam or not. This could be a scam. I don't know. Okay. Here, I'm gonna bring it up on stream.
Yeah, nothing beats that, Dark Taco. PS2 is a shit, dude.
I don't even know if this is a scam or not. Okay. Well, what the fuck is this? It's a scam. It's a scam.
That one's a scam.
Scam. No, it's not a scam. I just get advertisements. This box right here. Okay. This box has got 40,000 plus games. 40,000.
Bro. The buttons would have broken long before you have tried 20% of those games. The buttons would be broken before you got to half that shit.
Look, you have PSP, N64, CPS, GPA, MD, 20 platforms, 10,000 plus games. Like, what are we talking about? $50, right? You probably won't get your money back. They probably know your whole data. You're selling your soul to get this thing. But the fact is, I don't need to buy your fucking game. I could buy $50 and get 40,000 games.
Right. Every game up to now. I got for $50. I'll get every game from the 80s all the way to today. Great. I'll take a chance.
Altern says 4,000 games and 2,000 games are all from the Atari.
But it doesn't matter. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't pay those. I wouldn't care.
Right.
You got Metroid in there. You got a Mario Brothers in there. You got all kinds of shit in there.
Yeah, you know what? Let me go back here. I think there's somebody that actually has a video. Let's see. I tried the affordable handheld. Let's see it right now. Let's see what this guy.
I'm excited. Let's see this. This.
Hold on. I gotta cancel that.
Is he from Korea? Is he from Korea?
No, he looks like a white dude. All right, let me see.
He could be using a skin, an AI skin, bro. You don't know. Everything now is a surrogate.
Okay,
everything now is a surrogate.
Okay, here we go. I don't know who this is. This is Chase Brogan. Chase Brogan. 345,000 people.
That's a great name.
Chase Brogan. Pro handheld plug-and-play video game console right here that I found on Amazon. Now, this console...
I can't... Why?
Chase
Why are we doing
Brogan,
this?
Broman. What? Fucking classic, bro. That's a name, dude.
Hold on. I can't make it full screen for some reason. Hold on. Let me make it louder.
We don't need to look at him, dude. I just want to hear what he has to say.
Comes with over 30,000
games
ready to go on here. I'm really excited to tour through this both internally and externally with you guys. But before we do,
we need to take it apart. Why?
Chase Brogan.
Chase Brogan.
Do you think that's his real name? Do you think that's his real name, or is that his street name and porn name?
Does it matter? Chase Brogan's tough, bro. Leave him alone. Chase Brogan,
be able
danger
to
seeker,
hit all your buttons effectively. Now, definitely like that because it
got
gives
triggers,
you some nice leverage on here. A lot of times when it's just a flat shelf or no shelf at all, you're kind of wrestling with, you know, a balance.
Chat, you
of
guys can hear it,
pressure
right?
back and forth on your handheld. So really excited to dive into this. Let's go
Great. Let's
in
do the games.
numerical.
All right, hold on. Let's dive into it. All games. Okay, here we go. Mortal Kombat.
So it looks like it starts out in alphabetical order, or numerical
God.
order, I should say.
What
as
kind
it
of
would start
barbarian
with
would just throw
0
games on
and
there
then
in
work its way
alphabetical order?
up, you know, through all the numbers and then the letters. But I'm noticing here that, and I'm going to actually just go ahead and lower the volume here so we don't have those little clicky sounds as we scroll title by title. It appears that we are putting a number before each of the titles, and that's never a good thing because it
Wrong.
takes the alphabetical order end of things out of here. So currently I'm on C Sonic 2, for example, and then the next option down is Mortal Kombat 2, and then it's Sonic 3D Big Bang. So we're just all over the place with our titles because it's going off of these numbers
got a
in the
ROM
front
number.
here. So it's doing 0,
There's no
0, 0,
search
2,
functionality.
dash Teenage
It'll
Mutant
take you a
Turtles
year
1,
just to
and
find
then the next
something in
one
this
is
game.
0,
This is
0,
like
0,
worse
3
than
for
Netflix.
C Sonic 3 for Game Boy Advance. And
You're like, hold on a second. I gotta scroll.
It's not. It's alphabetical, but there's numbers first, so it fucks up the alphabet. What are we talking about?
No, it's not even alphabetical though. Look at it. Mortal Kombat before Sonic, which is under the T, and then Adventures of Captain.
No.
it just is
It
hard.
would be alphabetical, but the numbers are screwing it up.
Yeah, but
So
why are
you
the numbers?
can't
Why is there 8 Z0003s? Why is there the same number multiple times?
Bro,
Once you find what you're looking
I
for,
want to get it just for the shits and giggles, bro.
then
I think I just
because
want to order it for
nothing's
shits
going
and
to
giggles.
be in numerical or
Hold on, I want to see gameplay.
in my other ones as well.
Come on, Chase
or any of
Brogan.
that stuff, but
Show me something.
games for Game Genesis over here with 889 games. That's a good
Oh wait,
navigation.
it's showing you how many games are in each one.
602. That's all that. So definitely is a little bit.
Hang on.
Okay,
consistent with it.
Nintendo DS.
Start from
As
the
long as
beginning.
the games are present, that's all that. Really
DS,
matters in the
135
end.
games.
Sega Mega
Sega
Drive. with
Mega Drive,
2602
2,602
over here.
games.
Okay, that's a massive collection. We've got some
I'll be honest,
games,
I
you
didn't
got
know
some-
Mega Drive had that many games.
Mega Drive official collection up here at the top in the subcategories, but laid out nicely here.
Mega Drive.
Alphabetical order once again, so it's easy to navigate. We'll back out. We have Genesis over here with 889 games.
That's a
good
lot, dude.
count for sure. We have Dreamcast with 18 games. I love
games.
Dreamcast.
Wait a minute,
Yes.
stop,
Yep.
stop. I have a disc for Dreamcast, all right, with 1,000 games on it.
Yeah.
1,000 games on a disc.
They were only
So
allowed to
let's
get
see
18, bro.
Yeah.
Performance is like on here. It may be pushing this a little bit further than it wants to go. Hopefully they
This is worth it alone just for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This whole device is worth it just for that game.
perform well and there's no lags
They're
or
all
delays. But
glitchy.
we've got some crazy.
Why,
packs here.
Aaron?
We've
Do
got
you
some
have it?
Capcom fighting collection up here at the top.
So what you're saying, Aaron, it's exactly the same as regular games that come out today.
Yeah, it's
For
glitchy.
$50. 40,000 games.
He
I'll
says it's
take it.
glitchy. Does he
Inside
buy?
there you'll
He
have
bought
your
one. That's the
Marvel
only
vs.
reason why he
Capcom
knows.
2.
It's glitchy.
We have Giga Wing 2 over here. We've got Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh, it's his brother.
Mortal Kombat
His
Gold,
friend.
Power Stone 1.
It's always someone else.
It's always someone else. Not him. He didn't buy it. My
I
brother
didn't buy
has it.
Yeah, my brother has it. Yeah.
Power Stone 2. Soul Calibur. We've got Virtua Fighter, Virtua Striker.
It's $50, Eric. $50.
So pretty decent.
Right now, you pay $80 for a glitchy game. It doesn't work, and you have to wait 18 months for it to fix. This is $50 for 40,000 games, and they're glitchy. Who cares?
Right. Okay, listen.
Collection.
This pocket unit would just sit in the bathroom. That's where it would just stay.
Yeah, yeah.
When I take a shit, I pick it up. I play
I
a
pick it up.
random game.
I play it for 30 seconds.
Right, I take a shit. I play a game for 30
Yeah.
seconds, and I'm out the fucking bathroom.
Legs go numb, and then I put it down. That's it.
Here, not all of my favorite Dreamcast games.
It's a
but
bathroom game, boy.
You have to have the game picked before you go to the bathroom, though, Sarge, because
you can never
it would
be able
take
to
you
pick it.
so long
Yeah.
to pick a game if you were there.
But it'd be good if
Like,
you're
I'm gonna play this
constipated.
one, and then you're done.
You can always
If you're-
customize
if
this
you're
and make it your
constipated,
own,
though.
too. This is a great starting point. You can remove games you don't want to play. Like, I won't play this one right here.
Remove games.
So maybe I take
Where do
that
they
out
go?
and put Virtua Tennis, which, you know, if you've ever
They go back to China.
What do you mean remove games?
Yeah.
Like I
watched
just
my
get rid of
videos,
it all?
you
I
know
just, they
is
go on
One
forever?
of my favorite games for Dreamcast. We've got Sega Game Gear with 263
Game Gear.
games. We've got Neo Geo with 192.
Fucking Neo Geo.
Neo
When you think of Neo
Geo.
Geo, what's the first thing you think of when you think Neo Geo?
Neo Geo. What did I play on Neo Geo? the fighting games.
Yeah, but we didn't have it. So
No, but that's how I played. One of my friends had it. Fighting games.
When I say Neo Geo, I think
sports games. The sports games are really good.
When I hear Neo Geo, I think Greg. That's it.
Yeah, sports games.
What was his name? Is Greg? Yeah,
I don't think Greg had the Neo Geo, did he?
He had the Jaguar. Oh, he had the Jaguar.
He had a lot of other. I don't think he had the Neo Geo.
I thought he had Neo Geo as well.
There was somebody that he knew that had Neo Geo.
46.
The Neo Geo cartridges look like. Do you remember done? A Neo Geo cartridge looked like this. This was a Neo Geo cartridge. It goes into the system. The cartridge is like this big, bro.
Yeah, the chip inside was like this big, right?
Yeah, it was a cartridge with the disc. The cartridge is huge.
81. Original PlayStation with 24 games. Let's see what's going on in here. Kind of a light collection.
Oh, I'm sorry.
By the way, Sarge,
30,000 games for $50. That's too much money. And you guys are just throwing money into the wind.
They also, when you order this, Sarge, you have to wait like 9 months because it's got to come over by carrier pigeon that goes to an oil tanker, and the oil tanker goes across the ocean, and it has to go through customs.
It might go on a Venezuelan drug boat.
If you don't know if make it. Yeah, if you buy this, you just forget about it. It might come by Christmas.
PlayStation, to be honest, light game count rather. I would have liked
Soldier
to see
Boy's
less
not
of,
involved.
Like, Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color.
Soldier Boy isn't involved with this.
Aaron, I don't know what you're doing right now. Like you're like really digging into this. You're like, it looks plastic. It's $50 for 40,000 games. What the fuck are we talking about, bro?
He throws $80 at a shitty game.
He's like, it looks like a piece of shit. It is a piece of shit. It's $50 plastic piece of shit with 40,000 games on it. The whole point is, why would you buy a brand new, broken, buggy, unfinished game you have to wait 18 months for when you can pay $50 for this plastic piece of shit game that you have to wait 17 months for because it's coming from China?
Add a couple more PlayStation games in here. They take up a lot more space than those Game Boy Color and Advanced games would, but take 1,000 games off and give us a couple PlayStation games.
Chad,
show us
doing a good job.
Is that 60 frames? Is that 60 frames?
It plays exactly like it did back in the day. What are you talking about? Next. That would be it. Next.
That's it. I would play one lap and be like, I'm done.
Next.
I got to get through these 40,000 games. That's a lot of shits, Sarge. That's a lot of shits. 40,000 shits. You could play one game, every different type of shit, and you would never get. What is that?
I would never play the same game twice.
40,000. Yeah. That's your rest of your life.
That's the rest of my life. Yeah. Oh, is that Cruising?
Oh, man.
Is that Cruising USA?
Man, look at those graphics. They're fantastic.
Where's the blonde chick with the hat on? Where's the blonde chick? Is there a blonde chick?
That's not Cruising USA.
It looks like it.
It's the red car in Cruising USA.
Yeah, but it's the same kind of track design.
No, this is a rate. I don't know what game that is, but what else?
Put something out of 40,000 games. You pick driving games. Chad, what are we doing, kid?
There we go. Virtual Fighter. The buttons are too small, Sarge. I can't play it. The buttons are too small. I don't like the color, Sarge. It's purple. I don't like the color. The speaker system is like...
Yeah, it's very tinny. Yeah, the speaker system's tinny. It's like it's stuck on 12. Like the sound system is stuck on 12 with no bass.
The wires are barely holding on inside there.
Yeah. Another driving game.
Crash Team Racing.
Dude, pick a game, dude. Pick a game.
40,000 games. You got tennis. You got tennis here. What else you got?
Another fighting game.
just because there's a lot of extra games in here. I wouldn't say necessarily duplicate, not true duplicates where it's just like the same version back to back in these collections, but there are multiple versions of the same games. At times you'll have like a European and Asian version and then US version. There's all, if you go to like some of the Disney
Make the game go better.
very laggy.
Bro, can I stream it to my television so I can play it on the 150-inch television set? Like, what are we talking about? $50. $50. Shipping's probably 150
games,
yeah.
bro.
Shipping's probably 150
games. So many games you can't even play them all, bro. That's the level of ridiculousness the game is.
I wouldn't play any of those games. I would turn it on and go, oh, that's cool. Oh, they got that game. Oh, that's cool. That'd be worth it right there. Be like, hey, did you see that? They have the game on here.
So you're paying $50 for nostalgia. Look back.
Nostalgia, just to look through the thing, just so I can flip through stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the dumbest buy ever?
No.
The dumbest buy ever is a day one game in 2025.
Would be
That's the dumbest buy ever. Is a day one game in 2025. That's the
dumbest buy ever. Would be what's another one? Any Call of Duty game. That'd be the dumbest buy ever.
Yeah. Anything day one.
Yeah. There's a bunch of other
Anything day one. The trip from the
$80 first day. Dumbest thing ever. All right, chat. That is going to do it for Generation X Gaming, the weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories of the past week, and we rant along the way. If you guys like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. We are done for the week. We'll be back on Monday for the Daily Grind, which happens at 10 o'clock in the morning. If you guys like it, go check out some of our other videos. I've been putting shorts up as well over on this channel. Appreciate it very much. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Game on, guys.
Retro meets the now and here. Gaming tales you need to hear. Laugh and shout and sometimes sneer. Memories from all those years. Console wars and secret tips. Tips and tricks from pixel trips. News that pours from gaming sips. Critical minds and chaos.